Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's grand championship of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. Our two finalists are HUmanMustard and DLP316. Hi, everyone. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and joining me on the commentary tonight is two-time Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament champion, the Hacksaw. It is great to have you here tonight in this fantastic matchup between two competitors who have gone 16-1 in the bracket so far.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to be here. Excited to watch how these play out. As you mentioned, both runners, winning 8 matches to this point. DLP, the only one dropping a single game earlier in the tournament to Teeks. So kind of recapping DLP's journey here before we get started into things. So in the bracket stage, as I mentioned, he did have to play Teeks, but initially he actually started in the first round, so he didn't get a bye. And he played Animus United, who he won 2-0. Then Vix Rider 2-0 again, and then Macobra 2-1, and then Midi Guy DP, who it was a 2-0 again, and then Midi Guy also took 3rd place. And then, as you mentioned, HUmanMustard hasn't lost yet. He beat Sharky 2-0 on the first round, then True Hyper Mario 2-0, then Paradox 2-0, and Stewie Cartman 2-0. So, you and I are probably hoping things change a little bit there in terms of, the 2-0s, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, Stewie Cartman had been on a roll up until he got to the semifinals against HUmanMustard. He hadn't dropped a single game yet in the entire tournament, but his tournament championship hopes went down the drain after going down 2-0 against HUmanMustard. So, people predict. How many games do you think this is going to go?
Oh, it's going 5. We got to get one that goes 5, right? It's been, oh man, I think it was Mitch and Macobra went 5. That's the last one.
You're absolutely right. Back in 2020, I do believe, if my memory serves me correctly, because Macobra was trying to go for back-to-back championships that year, but Mitch ended up taking him down 3-2 to become the new champion in 2020.
That's right.
So what world do you think we're going to start with in our very first match of a best of possible 5?
I mean, I always like seeing World 1 or World 7 because then we can get the order, right? Either actual order or reverse world order.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people are holding out for that reverse world order. This is the last chance for 2023, other than the weeklies that we'll be doing after this. I'm definitely holding out for World 7, but my gut is telling me we're going to start with World 2 first.
Yeah, World 2, interesting start, got the hammer play potential that you get rid of when that happens. Runners should be starting here shortly. I have released them, so we'll just take a little bit to catch up in the stream, obviously, but yeah, we should be getting started in a couple minutes here.
This is going to be a fantastic match. I mean, these are two of the best runners for a reason in the tournament, going 16-1 in brackets. I mean, HUmanMustard has been on a roll in the brackets rounds. He's been running lucky as well. He's had a few come from behind victories. We call World 8 the great equalizer, and it is definitely coming to play for HUmanMustard a couple of times, at least in the bracket stages. So for DLP, that luck's going to have to change if he wants to become the champion here, in my opinion. We'll see what happens here. We got about 10 seconds until game number 1 of this best of 5 championship between HUmanMustard and DLP. This is going to be exciting. Here we go, folks. World 6.
Yeah, World 6, not a bad world to start with right away. These are one of the worlds that you're worried about as you progress through the seed, and if you don't have a hammer, your opponent could make a big play here. So I don't think either one is going to complain too much about seeing this right away.
Yeah, level pegging, that's what you want to see. If you're going to start with World 6, that means, no runners have any hammers or Drugum Cloud advantages. They both get through 1-4 without any incident. We're going to do a little pipe check potentially, but actually HUmanMustard is going to go for the hammer, bro. Does take them down. And there's a Drugum Cloud.
That's pretty nice right away. DLP gonna do some scouting, sees a fort, gonna go check the pipe. Is gonna opt to skip the hammer bro, so I get the feeling we're gonna see a lot of hammer bro skipping coming from DLP.
Yep, and is going to play. Oh, we are starting things off with 7F2. We are not messing around in the championship.
Yeah, what a tough level right away for both. So this is definitely going to test their skills and their preparation too.
Absolutely, because these runners have no resources to work with. I mean, this is the first fort that they have to play. It's a good thing I'm not playing this. I would have just thrown in the towel and just roll new seed because I do not like 7F2.
No, yeah, and they get the awful tunnel of love there. That's the one you really don't want to see. As you can see for DLP, he took some damage because there's just not a lot of space there to get through.
Yeah, it's very tough. You want to have one of each. That's the more ideal
Yep.
tunnel of love.
Yeah, definitely. But they do get a star for the second power, which is kind of nice. They get a free pass to the second section. Gonna take it a little safe here just to move some of these enemies out of the way because they don't have power-ups to damage moves with.
And you've got the crazy outfits as well. DLP takes down Boom Boom. Gonna have a little bit of an early advantage on HUmanMustard, but HUmanMustard takes care of the Boom Boom. Pick a Fire Bro, and DLP, nicely done, takes him down and picks up a star.
Yeah, not the easiest fight there at the Fire Bro. As you can see, there isn't a ton of space between the blocks and the Bro, so very nice waiting there, being patient, waiting for the Bro to jump, then going for him.
Deep LP immediately uses the star on the next hammer row and picks up a music box. Could come in handy in World 7 or somewhere else as HUmanMustard in 3-3.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Mustard didn't opt to fight Hammer Bros because it looks like a hammer here would be particularly useful. Okay, nice.
DLP gets good fortune of the Hammer Bro just saying, "Yep, see ya,"
Nice Harikari Bro there.
and gets his Jugum Cloud. So they both have a Jugum Cloud in their pocket. HUmanMustard won't get the star or the music box, but hey, we have 3-7 jackpot. Oh, and we have a Boss Bass, and if you're on Team Boss Bass, you've got your meal right there.
Yeah, the boss bass you got to worry about isn't when it happens right away, right? It's second enemy boss bass. The amount of times you see that where you just don't expect it coming.
Ooh, nice pick off of the Paragoomba. They're one of the worst enemies on the randomizer, and HUmanMustard is going to go for the Coin Heaven. These are one of the 3 situations where auto-scrollers are not turned off. You've got the Coin Heavens, you've got 5-9, and you've got the level we like to call Atlantis. And HUmanMustard is going to pick up an item. Coins. Interesting. It's a music box.
We'll see if DLP skips this. This kind of is quite a time investment. So, nope, he's going to go for it.
I don't fault DLP. I mean, it is early enough. You're going to try to go for that. I mean, could have been a Hammer Brothers suit. Could have been a hammer. It could have been something nice. It just happened to be a music box this time, which really isn't that great, especially on DLP side, considering he already had one from the Hammer Bro level that HUmanMustard's not going to get. He's in 2-1 right now.
Yeah, HUmanMustard taking a slight lead here by nature of just not having to backtrack for that Hammer Bro. So that set DLP back a little bit here.
Yep, and HUmanMustard clears his cards, getting a 1-up. You want to try to avoid getting 3 of a kind if you can possibly help it, unless you're in the need of extra lives. While the extra lives are nice, you do have a time penalty by going through those fireworks. We have the World 7 airship right off the bat.
Yeah, we also got to look at where that pipe leads. So it was a free World 6 if you could get a hammer, but unfortunately, there are no hammers seemingly in this world, so...
Yep, and this is very close. They're both on the airship, but you got to be careful. It's a long way down if you miss a jump. We've seen a few people miss jumps here in this tournament.
Yeah, it's particularly that last jump over that large gap at the end. If you try to chance it, sometimes you end up running off the platform.
Just a 2-hitter Lemmy there for HUmanMustard, and takes care of our first boss of the first match of the Grand Championship. DLP.
Yeah, not too much separating the two at this point in the race, so we'll see what happens. I think their inventory is completely even because they all fought the same bros, got the same items, so going to be interesting.
All right, stand by, everybody. A little bit of a hiccup there. We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are back up and running here on SpeedGaming.
All right, so DLP already on the airship here. So over the course of this world has taken the lead here.
Yes, indeed. And look at this. The fort, that was the correct fort. 5F2, so we don't have to play the other two forts here. And we have the World 3 airship. DLP takes down Iggy and has established an early lead. HUmanMustard struggling to pick up that leaf.
Yeah, also tips into the edge of the platform there, so going to slow him down a little bit more, unfortunately. But yeah, kind of a nice World 4 there. Could have been really ugly based on the setup, but...
absolutely, it could have been. We could have had to play all three forts. They could have had that 50-50 coin flip where they go for the fort on the left, or do they skip it and go for the fort on the right? And neither player had to make that decision because 5F2 ended up being the answers. We get another music box from Princess Toadstool. So this is definitely not going to be World 1 fort. It's World 2 fort.
Yeah, DLP, with the tail there, going to use it to damage boost to get this early P speed. It's a really nice item to have at the beginning of this fort because it does enable you to do that every time.
Most certainly, indeed. DLP with the lead right now, but going to go for the damage boost. But maybe that wasn't intended. Going to get a star.
Yeah, this is actually really nice for the elevator room here, too, because as you see there, he's going to be able to one-cycle by going the top route.
Beautifully done there. Perfectly done there for DLP. And just needs to take care of the boom boom. And down he goes, establishing that lead, keeping that. HUmanMustard going to see that star, and he'll do the same thing.
Yeah, well, he'll keep Big Mario as well, and I don't think they have any power-ups, so it could be really... Okay, he still has a frog suit. Okay.
Very nice.
Not what he wanted to see.
6-8 with the Angry Sun. Now, if 6-9 would have come up, we could have seen potentially a hidden pipe with that frog suit, but we were one level off.
DLP is desperately trying to get hit here.
And the game's not giving it to him.
Oh my goodness!
What? It just went right through. Hey, the Paragoomba coming through as it always does. If you're trying to get hit, that's the enemy to try to do it. And hey, took out the Angry Sun as well. But because of the problems DLP had trying to get rid of the frog suit, HUmanMustard is actually taking the lead back.
Yeah, I can imagine DLP is just shaking his head at the moment after that level. So.
Oh, no question about it here. But it's still a neck-and-neck race here as we got 1-5 up next. And you definitely don't want to use the normal strats that you would use in vanilla because you're likely going to have nasty enemies. You're going to lose a power-up. And yeah, that pile driver would have taken away their power-ups.
The funny thing is, I think they would have made it through without taking damage. But
and then, of all things, it was the brown Paragoomba that took away the fire suit for DLP. It did the slide through and still got hit because hitboxes in this game can be very wonky.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see. They've got a lot of music boxes. I'm curious if one of them is going to start using them because the bros don't seem to be very useful so far.
Yeah, we get a star here, but DLP is going to use a star rather than use a music box, and he's going to get a refund on that star. Use a star, get a star. World 5 airship now.
Yeah, HUmanMustard falling for the trap of the World 5 airship box. I swear that thing never gives anything but a star.
Right, in the randomizer. Ooh, HUmanMustard a little bit too early on Larry there, and gonna have to be careful here, or DLP will. Ooh, he just got hitboxed right there, and DLP is gonna get the lead back unless he gets hitboxed as well. 3 hits, it's more than 3 hits. 4, it is not 4. It's a 5-hitter, and DLP does take the lead. Very bad luck there for HUmanMustard.
Yeah, it's that reason right there where you see people try to time those jumps to where they're not able to jump after they pop out of the shell. But when you're small, it's a little risky doing that because you can go early.
Yeah, if you go early, then yeah, you're going to buy it. Is he going to get the... Looked like he got it. I think HUmanMustard got the animation skip there.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if he thinks he's behind and starts doing some gambles because he is known to do that at this point. So,
and then a lot of them have paid off as we get a Jugum Cloud from the Princess. World 3 is up next now, and we're starting with the Oasis of 2-4.
Yeah, probably not a level DLP wanted to see based on his power-up status, but...
especially when you have all the different Hammer Brothers to deal with. The Fire Bros, the Boomerang Bros, and the Star, though, is going to get him through the rest.
Yeah, that's a great item to see out of that box.
Hey, we got the whole set. We got the whole Hammer Brothers party mix here on the Oasis. That was all 4 types.
Yeah, you can see HUmanMustard just having a lot less difficulty navigating the level, not having to worry about taking a death due to the nature of having that leaf.
And now we have the Quicksand level of World 2, and there is a Cheep Cheep to have to deal with.
Yeah, this is the enemy you don't want to see in this level. Pretty much any other enemy is fine, but this one, you gotta time your jumps and know when he's gonna respawn.
Exactly, because, you know, with Boss Bass, if you just keep on moving, that's fine. Angry Sun, you know what to do with an Angry Sun, but when it's a Cheep Cheep, yeah, if you go fast, it's just going to keep respawning, and oh boy, 1-1 with this enemy set, yikes.
Yeah, this can be pretty ugly in 1-1, actually, depending on the configuration. Okay, I mean, not too bad, actually.
Definitely could have been worse there for DLP, but he's going to get through fine. HUmanMustard, though, not having as much luck as DLP, and DLP's able to avoid the star.
Yeah, this is going to be this next section.
Oh! Air Goombas telling you the worst enemy in the randomizer, and they almost picked off HUmanMustard. Oh, man.
He had the right idea, too, and just threw it early.
DLP does use one of his music boxes here in World 3. So I see a bridge, I see a lock, I see a couple of forts. So it looks like Wendy's is open, unless there was a third fort. Nope, Wendy's is definitely open. We just got to find the path.
Open for business.
Looks like we have to beat a fort. Could be 4F1 here. Nice clip there for DLP, and he kept this power up too. Very nice moves there.
Yeah, and skipping the Hammer Bro looks like it's paid off so far, only getting a star there. I don't think we've seen this pipe yet, or maybe this was the one DLP took. Yeah, it was.
Yep, we have to build the bridge. That's the pipe to Wendy's. We must find the... Ooh, it's not that fort. It's the other fort.
Yeah, that fort may have been required, too.
Oh, right, of course.
Yep.
7-1, this is the test of clipping here, and this could gain or lose leads, but DLP gets it rather quickly there. He'll keep his lead.
Yeah, he's been working on that. I've given him some tips on how to clip better, so I've seen him have a lot more success with it early.
Well, if anybody's going to get tips, the 2-time champion is the perfect guy to go to. And look, we have the World 4 forts pairing up here in World 3. It's the Donut Fort of 4F2. This will be the one that builds our bridge.
Yeah, getting a star, going to be able to get some P-speed through this section here, and just enough to take out those enemies.
Yeah, those hot foots definitely mean the business. HUmanMustard not getting so lucky. Had to wait it out just a little bit. DLP will maintain his very minuscule lead.
Yeah, shaping up to be everything we thought it would be. So they're both going to be free pass here. We know this is the pipe. We know it's open.
Yes, indeed. So the only question is, did Wendy come to play here in game number 1? Or, ooh, HUmanMustard ended up using the Jugum Cloud on that level that DLP ended up playing. So DLP still has the Jugum Cloud. HUmanMustard has decided to use it. And remember, it was 7-1. So if he doesn't feel good about his clip, and that might have been not a bad pass.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably not the worst level to Cloud. So, and we're gonna get a 5-hitter.
Yes. And then hitbox this DLP. So they both get hitbox so far in this match. Yeah, Wendy had her Baconators and then some. Holy smokes.
The thing that was wild about that one is not only did he get hitbox, she just went straight through him and didn't care. Like, that usually doesn't happen. You at least stomp him, usually.
Well, normally I would say she would have the whole restaurant, but she didn't have the earthquake. But you know what? I'm willing to make an exception here. She had the whole restaurant that time.
Yeah, Wendy coming to play early on.
Yeah, you love to see it if you're in the commentator's booth or in the studio audience. And hey, a Jugum Cloud, so HUmanMustard going to get a refund, and DLP going to have a second one in his back pocket.
Yeah, and as we're getting in the second half here too, you know, using those clouds is going to be important, and they've got 3 of them, or he's got 3 of them, so he's got to start using them here.
I'm thinking HUmanMustard must have 2. And gonna play the Piranha level, but DLP is going to use the music box, one of his music boxes, and gonna play the fort. It is the Super Tanks.
Yeah, DLP not liking his power-up situation at the moment. He was definitely looking to get powered up here, and he's not gonna get it in this level either.
Ooh, HUmanMustard getting a hammer, and with World 2 still at large, it very well could come in handy for HUmanMustard.
Yeah, that's kind of a big gamble playing that level, and it's paying off so far.
We find the pipe with the view. We also discover, though, that there is a fort that has to be played to build a bridge. And if that's the only fort, DLP is good. But there is a second fort.
Yeah, I'm thinking DLP might have to go that way anyway and may pick up this hammer on his way back.
Oh, absolutely. He's going to try to skirt around it, though. Now, there's the pipe with a view for DLP. Yep, we now know that that other fort is what's needed to build that bridge.
Yeah, I think based on what we've seen, the pipe below, to the right of the level that's below this fort is the one they need to go in. And it's probably going to take him to the island, actually.
DLP is going to use the Jugum Cloud to skip that level. And if that ends up being Atlantis, hello, well, that's it. So now we just have to find the other pipe that takes us to that second fort. It's got to be here. Look, DLP just realized, oh, I have to build that bridge.
Yep.
And HUmanMustard's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, he's checked every pipe. He knows it has to be it. Yep.
All right, so we have 1-6 with this nasty fire enemy setting that nasty Paraguma, but DLP takes him down. So he has found the path first, and HUmanMustard's right there.
Yeah, and that other pipe, I think, is going to take us to the Mushroom House, so not going to be useful.
And that poor Mushroom House, it kind of makes you wonder how it stays alive in business. All right, DLP is through 1-6. Because there's no tail, they both have to take this escalator of shame. And 6F3, the carpet fort, is up next for our runners.
Yeah, the big outstanding thing is how useful will that hammer be? There's a lot of cases where it's not even useful in World 2, but we still have World 2 to play. There are potential opportunities you could pick it up before then, too.
Oh, absolutely. Now we have DLP at the end of 6F3 with the boom boom fight. HUmanMustard using the star to his advantage to get through the carpet area. And down goes boom boom for DLP. Now here's HUmanMustard. Yeah, we've got one regular hot foot and one crazy hot foot, but it stays away from HUmanMustard. So here's his boom boom fight. Needs to get the 3 hits and takes him down.
Yeah, we see DLP realizing his mistake instantly, that is not the correct pipe. I think that could end up being big in this series, is who gets the pipes correct.
Now, DLP used the Jugum Cloud and the music box, so he's skipping out on everything. He's using the music boxes to his full advantage here. And HUmanMustard, he's going to play the level. It's 6-6, or 6-5, I beg your pardon. I think that was a good skip there for DLP.
I agree, yeah, this is a pretty long stage.
All right, we've got Ludwig von Koopa, normal 3-hitter earthquake, down he goes, and DLP extending that lead. I mean, HUmanMustard does have a hammer in that back pocket, but it could only do so much for him potentially in World 2.
Yeah, he needs it to be a multiple level skip, For sure. Unless it skips something really bad.
Of course, we will get an item from Bowser, unlike the vanilla game, but in order to find out what that item is, you must check your inventory. Next up is World 5, so World 2 will be last up, and it looks like we have a required tower. There's nowhere else to go. We have the 5-3 beta.
One small thing I like that DLP didn't do there is he didn't actually open his inventory because he has to play these levels anyway. There's no need to open it, and it's really just a waste of time. So it's like these small things can save you time over the course of a match.
Boy, this nanny blooper here really squeezing DLP, but does get through. HUmanMustard taking down Ludwig von Koopa. He'll be moving on to the 6th world himself. All right, let's see what our next level is going to be. 7A Piranha Alley.
We may see a cloud on this, to be honest with you, from Mustard. I'm not sure.
I will see what he's got in mind. Oh, this is just nasty.
Mm-hmm.
And ooh, let's see if he does have 2 Jugen Clouds. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to skip.
This is a little scary because he's small.
And it's even scarier because it's a star and not a mushroom. I mean, tower's far from free in Randomizer.
Yeah, and he's still not safe, even at this point, so...
Watch out for that spiny... Oh, that Paragoomba, the brown one. All right, he gets through that. Has to watch out for the thwomps and the disco waffles and the spikes. Gets through that, but this final screen coming up, you could see a boss pass, you could see a cheap cheat, you never know.
Nice, waiting it out, knowing that sometimes, yeah, that can be a really bad enemy sometimes.
All right, so we know the blue fort's going to break that lock, and the yellow fort's going to build the bridge. Whenever you see 2 forts, you know, oh, this is nasty. Can he do it? He did it!
No way! No way! Die! Come on! Yes!
That is very hard to do there, Haxer. That was amazing job. And he gets a hammer. That's huge for DLP, because that is going to neutralize any kind of event HUmanMustard might have had in World 2, and HUmanMustard can't like seeing this hammer.
What a big play. Wow. That's like potentially a match-turning moment with that bro.
Oh, absolutely. But those fire bros, I must say, trying to take down that second one did take some effort because we know how much they love to dodge.
Yeah, absolutely. Gets a nice star here. This is going to allow him to speed through this section all the way to the end very nicely.
Absolutely. 4-3. If you can get that first power-up star, you can power your way through it very quickly. But you got to watch out for that wall that likes to bonk you back into the pit. I've hit that many times doing regular randomizer playthroughs. It's not fun. DLP getting a Hammer Brother Parade up top. And HUmanMustard's going to take the lead because of that, and we have 2-3 with Boss Pass.
This is not a level DLP wanted to see in his current situation.
And that's the reason why the paratroopers there are going to take him down, and HUmanMustard going to extend that lead. Oh, he's going to go for the Mushroom House.
Yeah, I think it's worthwhile considering they've gotten like 1 power-up over the entire seed, so...
And of course he gets the mushroom instead of the flower or the leaf. Ugh, just DLP's luck. And he's going to juke him that level and use the mushroom on the fort, which ends up being Fort Knox. And he can't take the death. And HUmanMustard, he can't either because neither player has a tail. So they have to play it out.
Yeah, that was a decent cloud. 2-3 is a pretty bad level, so...
It's quite a lengthy level, but yeah, both players are going to have to get this Tanuki suit here. We'll have to see what their inventory is. I do believe that was DLP's last Jugum Cloud. I think HUmanMustard's got at least 1 left.
Yeah, HUmanMustard should have 1, because he didn't cloud at the end of 7, I think.
I think you're right about that. All right, they both have Boom Boom down. They are neck and neck here going into the airship. And what is it going to be? World 6. This is a great one.
Yeah, great power-up for it. This is the exact power-up you want to see here.
Beautiful. They'll both be able to fly over it, but HUmanMustard try to go first because he uses the Tanuki suit to take down the flame jets. I love it. And he's going to go and power through the rest. And it's just a one-hit. Roy was not our boy. Get your commands out in chat for DLP.
Yeah, I know DLP is probably like, oh, you know, because he wanted to go for the off-screen there. Got to be ready for those one-hitters if you're going to do that.
Oh, no question about it here. All right, so DLP moving on to World 2 with HUmanMustard right behind.
Yeah, this cloud could be pretty big here.
And we're going to get everybody in sync here. So we've got a fort, and this is an invalidated seed. We have the underwater fort of 3F2 here. We're one world too early game.
Yeah, and seeing the pipes right away there, not going to be useful here. So the hammer is definitely going to skip multiple stages, more than likely, unless there's some forts on the other side of the screen that we're not seeing.
Absolutely. And another hammer from the princess, by the way. So all those hammer advantages that HUmanMustard could have had, they went down the drain in a hurry. Nice move there for DLP to finish off Boom Boom right there.
Not sure what sort of swimming form that is coming out from Mario, but it's very interesting.
And here's one of the beta levels, the iceberg level 6-2 beta. All right, everything is back in motion now. And DLP still has that Tanuki suit and tag. It's one of the longer stretches of time. I mean, considering how few power-ups we have, DLP is guarding that like gold right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those where, you know, you really want to hold on to him because of what we've seen here, and I don't think it's going to change.
HUmanMustard had one Jugum Cloud left, and he's going to use it right there. And we have the World 1 fort, so it's optional whether or not you want to go for that power-up, and I would imagine DLP's going to go for it.
Yeah, the other thing is DLP going to have to fight the Hammer Bro after it, so...
And gets a mushroom. Hey, that's something, right?
I mean, you take it at this point, for sure.
Yeah, we have to play the Hammer Bro, and HUmanMustard going to get that same mushroom, and... Ooh, nice tail swipe of that Fire Bro there for DLP, and he gets another Jugum Cloud. Very nice.
That was the only item, I think, that could have been useful.
HUmanMustard, I think, used the Jugum Cloud because it was the Hammer Bro stage, and that's why he's got the lead back.
Yep. And he did use the Jugum Cloud as well to catch up time.
He was on the no sodium diet, was more than just a one-hitter. So for the second level in a row, get your commands out in chat for DLP. And the moment of truth, you know, you people had your channel point predictions before the start of game number 1. How many bridges is it going to be? I think we're going to see a one bridger to start.
Yeah, so going back to that cloud, it used to be less useful in World 8 because we used to have hand stages, but, you know, as part of the seed changes now, we have question mark levels instead of hands, so a lot of times they end up being useful here.
Oh, that's a sight for sore eyes when DLP sees that P-Wing. Well, rip the 4-bridge dream. We see a lock right there on the right, and the level is going to be 4-5, and that is not the level that HUmanMustard or DLP thought it would be, so rip the Tanuki suit on DLP's side.
Little divergence here. DLP taking the first pipe and Mustard the second.
All right, it's not 3 bridges, so it's 2, 1, or 0, and we have 3F1 in World 8, and we have World 8. Well, at least World 8 and World 8 kind of salvages the seed.
Yeah, now the question is it required? Because this is a long fort to play if it's not.
Yeah, this divergence of paths here, you know, we call World 8 the great equalizer for a reason. This could be what determines who wins game number 1.
Yeah, kind of like I mentioned earlier in the seed, it seems like Mustard thinks he's definitely behind. He's not really behind that much, but...
Didn't do anything in the dark area. Didn't break that lock. Has he found Bowser's castle? Bowser loves to hide in this area. And he does again. It's one bridge. Could it be this level? It's the Ice Fort 6F2. If it's World 8 Fort, though, DLP in a huge position. He could win this. Still a possibility.
It should be open for DLP if it is.
We'll see. Well, it didn't break that lock. So either it broke the lock up front or it's built his bridge. And if this does not build the bridge for HUmanMustard, we know that DLP has it.
Oh, DLP has it!
He does have it! This will not build the bridge for HUmanMustard.
And DLP should know if he's counted his locks too that it's open, so he should just check pipes from this point.
Oh, absolutely. Here, it's just a matter of finding the way. So HUmanMustard knows how to get there. DLP has the keys to get there. We just have to find it on DLP's side. Unfortunately, again, little technical issues. We're going to try to get everything lined up, though. We've got him back. He's found the path. He's there. He is in position to take game number 1 and deliver HUmanMustard his first loss of the bracket stages.
Yeah, and the 40. Oh, and gets the Fire Flower. If he can keep this too, very big for both.
Oh, it'd be huge because, you know, we have no Fire Flowers in our inventory. We have no Hammer Brother shoots in our inventory. We'll need 35 Fireballs. I mean, HUmanMustard has the correct fort. He doesn't know. But yeah, but he's got the correct fort right here. Should be an easy kill. Yeah, easy kill there for DLP. HUmanMustard's got his star. Now, you can't get a bro off of that. You can get close, but you can't get a bro when being big. You have to be small to get that. So here's DLP in Bowser's Castle in position to take game number 1.
Yeah, you kind of have to wait for that star if you're going to get the upside down orb when you're big before you grab it.
Yep, agreed. Good clip there for DLP. If he can get this clip, he'll be in a powerful position. HUmanMustard's right there. He does get the mac and cheese. Does DLP? Still not over because HUmanMustard is right there. If he doesn't get the 35 fireballs, but he does not have a fire suit. So it's still advantage DLP. Still advantage DLP.
DLP has to take a death here, so.
Yeah, it would take a death at this point for HUmanMustard to come back from here. And down goes Bowser. Get your GGs out for DLP. He draws first blood in the Grand Championship of 2023 and is up 1-0 on HUmanMustard. It's his first loss of the brackets.
Yeah, DLP gonna be happy with how this went in terms of the clips too. I know he's been worried about them, and they were great.
And HUmanMustard gonna wave the white flag here. Didn't get his Fire Flower. Went bottom path, saw the dot done. Is like, time to move on. We'll see if we can do better in game number 2. But it is DLP316 who wins game number 1 and is 2 wins away from being the 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament champion. But we're going to take a little bit of a break here while we roll the second seed for our 2 finalists. We'll see if HUmanMustard can tie it up or if DLP can take a commanding 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 championship. Stick around. Game number 2 coming up right after this.
All right, I think we're live. Welcome back, everybody. We're getting started here, waiting for game 2 to start up with DLP taking the first race of the series.
Absolutely, he did. I am LZ Cards Fan 23, and he's the Hacksword. The time was 33 minutes and 54 seconds for DLP. So kind of a middle of the road time for DLP. Actually, pretty good time for DLP. We'll see if HUmanMustard can bounce back in game number 2, or if DLP can put HUmanMustard on the ropes here in this best of 5.
Yeah, kind of a chaotic first seed. I think both were struggling throughout to kind of get a rhythm going because they didn't have power-ups. They were taking damage. They had to play levels a lot more conservatively than they're used to as well. So
yeah, we had a couple of deaths here and there. We had crazy hitboxes on the Koopalings. We had a few interesting things. But despite all of that, it was a very, very close race all the way through. No one really pulled away at any time. This is what we expected to see in the Grand Championship between HUmanMustard and DLP.
Yeah, absolutely. So HUmanMustard gonna get his chance here to clap back and take race 2, as I think I said at the outset. Hopefully I did. I'm thinking this goes 5 games, so you know, if he takes game 2, we're on our way, right?
Absolutely. We do have another channel point prediction in play for those you want to go and make a wager for your cold hard channel points here on SpeedGaming. Meanwhile, what world do you think we're going to start with here in game number 2?
Let's go with, I liked 6 on the first one. That's a good world to start with. I like 7. Let's do 7.
Ooh, 7 sounds good. I'll go for 5. Let's go one down from world 6. Let's start with world 5.
5 can be nice. You can have a lot of stages required in that one.
Absolutely. Here, and the channel point prediction is, which Koopaling do you think will have Earthquake first? Of course, we don't include Lemmy in the conversation, because even though Lemmy can be designated to have Earthquake, you will never see it because he's on that circus ball the entire time.
All right, should be getting started in 1 second here.
And here we go. 7 it is. So, hey, the reverse world order. Could it happen in the Grand Championship? I know it's early, but it's a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. Not such a bad level to start with, too. There's a couple power-up opportunities here. Not particularly threatening as well.
Depends on the enemy set, but yeah, 5-1's not that bad. And hey, there actually is a hidden power-up if you start with the tail, but because it's the first level of the game, forget about it.
Forget about it. And they are going to both pick up a Fire Flower, though, which is really nice to start your seed out with.
All right, so let's pick a pipe, any pipe. They're picking the same pipe. We see a lock. Could be the only fort of the game. Could be required, though. No, there is another fort, and there is a bridge that needs to be built. 7F2 to start again. For the second consecutive seed, 7F2 is our first fort. Unbelievable. And it's a 1-up. Oh, that is nasty. Oh, and DLP loses his fire suit.
Yeah, Mustard can keep his. It'll save a little bit of time here through this top section.
Oh, nice. He was able to time those piranhas there. It's still not the worst tunnel of love. The worst tunnel of love is if you have 2 fire piranhas, but that's pretty bad as well. But DLP got through it, kept this power up. HUmanMustard's just going to blaze through the rest. He's going to have a little bit of an early lead. DLP's going to play it safe, considering what he saw in the first seed with the lack of powers. I don't blame him. Unfortunately, he gets stuck on that wall. He's going to have to do it small. So this is a very crucial early moment here in game number 2 for DLP, and he got it. Bad news, though. That fort was not the answer. We need to play the other fort to build that bridge.
Yeah, I know one thing that DLP is cognizant of is that if he runs into like 7-1 or 7-6, he doesn't want to be small, and obviously early, it's a problem.
Oh boy, 6-6. So we have 7F2 and 6-6. Oh, let the chaos begin, Haxor.
Yeah, I bet he's kicking himself for not keeping that Fire Flower now, because it's a really nice power up here.
Absolutely, because you have, you know, lots of the cheaps. You have nanny bloopers. You have piranha plants, fire piranhas. And you've got this cavalcade of bloopers here. The triple threat, the quadruple threat. Oh my goodness gracious. And DLP's now small, and HUmanMustard, there's so much lag. Are we playing Mario 3 Randomizer or Castlevania 2 Randomizer?
This might be the worst 6-6 I've ever seen.
Oh my god, this 6-6 is always nasty to begin with, and DLP takes an unfortunate death. Now, he may be able to despawn some of the piranhas. I mean, at least it's just regular, except for the last one. But this is just nasty. The lag is ridiculous here in 6-6. And it's a star. Oh my god. Oh, DLP's gonna have nightmares about these seeds. Luckily, this one's a mushroom, as HUmanMustard does get through the nightmare of 6-6. Gotta get through the giant Koopa shell first, but does so.
Yeah, the good news is if he keeps walking on the ground, they at least can't hit him, but having these 2 bloopers in the same spot.
It is Fort Knox. We have our World 7 forts pairing up here in World 7, and without power-ups, HUmanMustard gonna have to play it out. No 100 coin fines here. You gotta play it, whether you like it or not. Oh, DLP. If he could have kept that, he could have gained some time back on HUmanMustard, but the important thing is he's got to get through this alive.
So, believe it or not, DLP has a tail because he hit the mushroom house, and he saved it for this reason.
Right. He does have that tail, thinking that 7F1 might have paired up with 7F2, which they tend to a lot depending on the level, and this is one of those situations. So if DLP recognizes that and uses that tail, yeah, he's going to take this lead.
He's absolutely going to, yep.
Beautiful. Sometimes hitting up that early mushroom house can pay big dividends, and it certainly has for DLP. He's got the lead.
But does he think he has the lead? Because he did die in 6-6. That's the problem.
Exactly. He doesn't know it, but this is pretty much a neck-and-neck race. Once again, I expected nothing less between these two coming out of this first world here.
All right, so can they remember the pipes? This is another...
That's the thing, because it's been a while, and HUmanMustard's forgotten which pipe it is.
Yep.
The DLP did not forget, and he's going to extend that lead. And we're going to have to play this Piranha level because we do not have any music boxes this time around. But DLP making that tail work for him, and he's going to get through it unscathed, and let's see what he ends up getting. It's a star.
Yeah, we saw last seed, not such a bad item. Definitely got him out of some tight jams and Hammer Bro levels, so...
And we've got World 7 Airship in World 7. Is this even randomized? I mean, think about it. We had the 2 World 7 forts. We have the World 7 Airship. So that means we need a 3-hit Earthquake Ludwig von Koopa, and this will be complete vanilla here.
Yeah, I think Mustard's actually going to damage boost here and should gain some time back. Oh, I guess he's not going to be able to. Never mind.
All right, Ludwig, let's see what we've got here. Does not have Earthquake. 2 hits is not enough. 3 hits, pretty darn close to vanilla. We got the 3-hitter at least.
Didn't jump through him, so he'll take it.
Yep, solid fight there for DLP. He'll keep his lead intact. Now, HUmanMustard did unfortunately lose his Tanuki, did get a tail back, and gets through Ludwig in one piece. So after the first world, DLP with a very narrow lead. It's anybody's game at this point. You'll love to see this start.
Absolutely. What are we going to get from the letter here? We're not going to be able to know until they open their inventory.
Well, Darth Ikaros got it right. It was World 4 next. People were hoping for that reverse world order, but it just went down the drain. You hate to see it. Ooh,
this is ugly.
And based on logic, I think you have to play both forts.
I thought the lock was in a spot that didn't matter, so you always go play this fort anyway. Yeah,
you're right. So yeah, this is Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, and they're picking 5F1, the forgettable or block frame fort, as some people call it.
Yeah, DLP gonna do a bit of damage boosting. Really smart thing there, really small thing he did was turn back before that last roto disc, which allowed him to clear it.
Very nice. HUmanMustard. Is he going right?
I think he's fighting the bro. I think he. Yeah.
It's the correct fort for DLP. Okay, you're absolutely right. He was just going for the bros. He wanted to build his inventory. So if he stays this path, he'll be fine. Gets a P-wing for his efforts, as does DLP.
Yeah, so unfortunately for Mustard, only picking up a music box there can be useful, though, still.
Yeah, even though we're done with World 7, there are plenty of places where that music box could come in handy for these runners. We have the World 4. So far, we're 2 for 2 on airships. All right.
All vanilla.
3-hitter. 3-hitter, let's go! 3-hit Iggy. Let's keep the train moving.
Is this randomized?
I know, right?
Only partially.
All right, what is the next world going to be? Yeah, if the pattern continues, you would think World 1, but I think we're going to have a little bit of a curveball. 3. World 3.
Mustard's going to get the off-screen here, potentially, so can get some time back here, about 4 seconds.
Yeah, he used the P-wing here on this level, and he will get it. He should get it. That's it. It is 5. 5 is up next.
Yeah, 5 is actually one of the worlds I was thinking about where the box is potentially really useful.
All right, I'm gonna be that guy. I got a feeling it's gonna be 7, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. Just to really rub it into the people who wanted reverse world order. The game's gonna do that to them. That's my guess. I'm making the preemptive predictions right now. That was a Tanuki suit from the princess. We have 7-2 with Boss Bass.
Oh, such a big. Oh, he didn't mean to go in that pipe. 100%. That was a miss, like a phantom down input.
Yep. Been there before. It's HUmanMustard in 1-6. Also gonna use the tail.
Yeah, he wants to keep this tail. This is a great item for this. You're gonna see he's gonna be able to fly over this gap. Both having the perfect item here.
Yeah, especially with the Boss Bass looming. You want to make sure you try to fly over that gap and not have to worry about building the bridge. It's easy to, bonk that music box and go right into Boss Bass's mouth.
Absolutely.
All right, HUmanMustard did keep his tail intact. So he should be okay. Yep. Into the pipe for DLP. And looks like once again the tower's required. Back-to-back seeds. And it's pretty much in the vanilla spot. Is this even randomized again?
This is an ugly enemy set for this level, though. Oh, no.
Loses his tail. Yeah, this is the fire enemy set here in 4-6. DLP could go through the door and try to buy a better enemy set. He is going to go through the door. Yeah.
Yep. Good choice.
Definitely good choice. It looks like it's the normal enemy sets, and that's a much better choice than the fire enemy set. But DLP gets through 4-6. HUmanMustard going to change it up, get a fire flower.
Believe it or not, this is one of the few situations going through the level you'd rather have a tail, because the fire enemies will not be affected by fire, which makes sense, right?
True. Nice shot on the fire bro for DLP, gets a star.
So yeah, Mustard could music box here. Oh wait, no, wait. I thought he had a music box. Maybe he got a star instead.
Well, use a star, get a star for HUmanMustard as we are playing the tower once again. Nice P-speed there for DLP. HUmanMustard is right behind.
Yeah, could have used a star here in this stage to P-speed through the first section of the room, so...
HUmanMustard is small, so he's going to have to be careful here. DLP should be okay, as long as there's, no Boss Bass. And there is no Boss Bass. It is a red Paratroopa, and DLP is through the tower, and we just got to play one level. 6-6. Or 6-5, I beg your pardon. And we saw this in game number 1 on HUmanMustard's side. We have an angry sun. Wisely, let's despawn it.
Yeah, I don't think either of them attempt to go for that clip either. Was a pretty good setup if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, there's a way you can clip out of that and just skip the rest of it, but it's very difficult to do, as you mentioned.
Yep. And it's not a particularly bad enemy set. When you get the Angry Sun, you're not going to get really ugly things here, so...
Yeah, no Boss Bass, no cheap. Yeah, that's one of the more tame enemy sets that you could possibly want here in 6-5.
Not going to take the shell up, but, not particularly risky because, based on the enemy set.
Yeah, you can use the tail, but, even if we didn't have a tail, we have some Koopa Troopas to help break those bricks anyway. World 6 airship, so we finally have a bust in the pattern.
And Roy is thick. Roy's our first one.
So if you predicted Roy having the earthquake, you're a winner, and he came to play. Roy's our boy. 5-hitter and the earthquake, but DLP disposes him. No problem. Just missed.
Yeah, it's so tough to time when you just have the regular tail.
All right, so World 5 is in the books. Again, I'm going for World 6.
Yeah, let's get some World 6 action. Why not? Love World 6.
All right, HUmanMustard getting the fire kill on Roy there. Very nice. All right, here comes the item. It's a P-Wing, and there it is! I'm telling you, 7, 4, 5, 6, 3, 2, 1. I'm telling you, it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't believe either runner has a hammer here either. So they're probably going to fight Hammer Bros to try to find one.
So we do have Carpet Fort, 6F3. You know, if this is a 3-4, we could have the triple World 6 thing happen here in World 6. You know, it's very rare that you see all the World 6 forts in one level.
Yeah, unfortunately, World 5 ruining it, so we can't also get the airship, you know?
No, we can't get the airship. No, that's true. Which means there'll be the World 5 airship here. Why not?
Swip swap.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of flip-flops here for sure. I agree. Let's find out here. So, going to check the pipes here. Looks like one of them does take you places. We just got to find the right pipe.
Yep.
Nope.
And it's going to be that one. Mustard?
He must have had a... Oh, boy. 7-5. Now, the enemy set. So
looks
far,
nice.
It looks nice, but we'll see. Yeah, I think this is the normal enemy set that you would see in vanilla. So this is a break. If we have to play it through, but look at this! HUmanMustard with a Jugum Cloud. He's gonna see 7-5. He's gonna take the intentional 100 coin fine, and he's gonna take a big lead on DLP. Oh my! And nice clip for DLP.
All right, all right. May not be such a bad thing here.
Yeah, HUmanMustard's gonna see 7-5, and he's gonna see that Jugum Cloud. There it is. All right, if you can get this clip quick. Oh, he doesn't get it on the first try. Yeah, he's gonna use that Jugum Cloud. He doesn't go into, go into the pipe. You gotta use a checkpoint. He's not going into the pipe. Oh, he's going into that pipe. Ah, now he knows. That was the only fort, so we're good.
Yeah, and 2-3 here. He's got a really good power-up. Well, never mind.
And DLP is not even going to bother with the Hammer Bros. He's going to take the pipe to skip those two Hammer Bros, but HUmanMustard gets Karibo'd there. And DLP right there in 2-3 himself. Much more nicer 2-3 than we saw in game number 1. Oh! HUmanMustard didn't jump in time or maybe dropped an input, but he's going to lose the lead back. Ooh. A rare miscue right there for HUmanMustard. And that opens the door for DLP. Even with the fact that he's played 7-5, he still has the lead in this seed. Hard to believe, folks.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see Mustard fly up here and get the P-switch on the first attempt, because it's just so much safer.
Yeah, I mean, it does lose you just a little bit of time, but yeah, you can just get through those bricks, those coins right there. Next up, we've got 5-4.
Yeah, DLP gonna take the clouds up in the sky that no one knows exists, but do.
Yep, I knew those existed. If I have a tail, I'm gonna fly up there every time, so then I can just... Yep.
Nope.
you were over for the boss pass, but not this time.
Nope. I can guarantee he was scared.
It's always scary because the boss pass does love to show up at the very end right there. All right, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, DLP taking the bottom level, and it's a coin level. It is one of those 3 hand stages, so pretty good choice there from DLP.
Yeah,
Plus
we'll see if Mustard goes up here. Could be a big swing.
He goes up, and it's 3-4. It's a Hammer Bro suit, a huge pickup for DLP, and this divergence of path is a humongous, massive game changer right there. Look at this. It's the World 5 airship. What did I tell you? Oh, my goodness gracious. It's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, these small things going DLP's way here in the second race.
And Larry being a shrimp, just a 2-hitter. HUmanMustard getting through 3-5. But yeah, not only was it a longer level, he misses out on a humongous sledgehammer suit right there. My word.
Yeah, the curious thing there is whether or not he knew Mustard preferred to go up in those situations, because I know DLP had been looking into that sort of thing, and I know I would try to look into some of those tendencies too when I raced.
Oh, absolutely. So DLP, unless there's another Hammer Brother suit, well, it's a hammer. That's halfway what we were looking for.
Okay, so
Oh, it's
man.
5-9, and HUmanMustard's already used his Jugenplow. DLP didn't have one.
It looks like maybe they can skip a level with the fort after the fort because they can take the pipe. I gotta look at the setup again.
Now, Haxer, refresh my memory. Who rolled this seed?
This one should have been rolled by Diesel Pilot, I think.
Well, Diesel Pilot, if Atlantis comes up, everybody's going to love you.
Or maybe it was Dustman. It was one of them.
Yeah, because we've had 6-6, we've had 7-5, we've had 5-9. Yeah, we just need Atlantis. And, you know, why don't we throw in 7-8? Let's throw in 7-8.
I mean, the last time...
Dust Minion did.
Last time I was on the call and we saw 7-5, we did see 5-9, and we also saw Atlantis, so...
All right, we've got a fort to play. No Jugum Clouds at DLP's disposal. World 1 fort.
You want to get the orb here. It does allow you to skip a level, so we'll see if either one makes this... Oh, this is a mistake.
Well, there was a lock down there. Gets a frog suit. So if you like the memes, there you go. Oh, because of the pipe, right. The pipe would have saved them a level. Well, we'll see what the level this ends up being. Oh, it's 1-1. It's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, that was, you know, looking at the textbook, that was a mistake, but it wasn't a big mistake.
No.
From DLP.
No, this isn't such a long level, so...
Yeah, if it was Atlantis, yeah, that would have been a big mistake. Now, let's see what HUmanMustard decides to do here in World 1 for it.
Yeah, honestly, the time difference might not even be that much, because if you go the bottom route here, it's so much longer.
He is going to go bottom route. So you're right. It's kind of a wash if you look at it, Haxor.
Yep.
All right, DLP he did use the hammer and is now going to play 2-4 and is going to take top route. I love it. When I play this, if I have a tail, yep, I'm taking that top route every time. I would always take this route as a kid, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's safe up here. Look at that. First 2 enemies you encounter right there, and they're useless.
Well, not only is it safe, you can get a lot of coins as well. You don't have to worry about the Hammer Brothers. It's just a clean stretch, easy, nothing to worry
Mustard
about.
making a mistake here and entering the level. I was worried about this, too, the tunnel vision aspect. Always happens in World 2, I swear.
Because the fort didn't unlock the pipe, that's why.
Oh, it didn't? Okay. Interesting.
So it actually was the right move for DLP. It wasn't a mistake.
What a gamble.
It wasn't a mistake at all.
Wow.
By the way, 2 seeds, 2 no sodium diets for Ludwig van Koopa. I mean, Bowser must be punishing him for sure.
I can't believe that didn't break that lock. That is wild.
That is wild. And HUmanMustard, even though he's got the tail, he's still going to take bottom. He gets a star. What an item. He goes through it as well. Wow.
Yeah, the funny thing is that's one of the few places in the game you can clip without P-speed into the floor. It's because there's a coin there.
So we get an anchor, which means it could be anything. It cannot be a warp whistle, nor can it be a hammer. We do have to play the fort because hammers do not break locks. We have 7-1 again for DLP. Oh, he's going to take the intentional 100 coin fine. Now, interesting why he would do that.
He's not comfortable clipping with the tail.
That could be, and he knows he has to play the fort anyway, so maybe he'll save it.
Yeah, he'll probably like damage boost after this level, then go back.
4-1. Now he did lose his tail, so if he wanted to go back to 7-1 and try again, that might be a good play for him.
Yeah, I know the tail clip was something he was working on a little bit, but he doesn't feel super comfortable with it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, good choice.
Oh, by the way, I just realized it wasn't 3-2-1. It ended up being 2-1-3. Oh, nice job. DLP does get the clip. Mustard struggling a little bit here in 4-1. Did get his tail back. He should be okay, though. Very nice. Top or bottom right? He's going for top. It's jackpot time. 3-7 with this time an instant boss bass.
Surely we're skipping the item here. Surely.
At this late of the game? Well, he's small. He may reconsider.
I think he's still skipping it. Yeah.
Still skipping. He does have to be careful. Now, let's see what HUmanMustard decides to do. Looks like he's going to skip it also. Imagine if the item was a Hammer Brothers suit.
Oh, man. Or a Cloud.
Or Cloud. I mean, anything that could help both of the runners, but especially HUmanMustard, because remember, DLP has that the Hammer Brothers suit in his back pocket, whereas HUmanMustard does not. They're both now in the Ice Fort.
Yeah, really heads up play by DLP equipping the P-Wing before this stage, thinking that potentially he could be facing this level. So,
yep. So it worked out to his advantage for sure. These guys are neck and neck. DLP taking down the Boom Boom. Remember, HUmanMustard still has to play 7-1.
He's going to have a tail.
Yeah, the sub-pixels, it's much more difficult with the tail than it is without. I mean, it's just like when you do a floor drop in Castlevania 2, you have to be on that right sub-pixel. When you have the tail, getting that right sub-pixel when trying to do a clip in 7-1, it becomes that much more difficult. Let's see if HUmanMustard can get this.
He does have a frog suit, I think, as well, so he
it's
could
actually easier with a frog suit than it is a tail. We've seen people clip with the frog suit. DLP does get through the 7-3 beta, but HUmanMustard is early on his jumps.
And this is why DLP didn't want to do this, but HUmanMustard not so bad. That's not bad.
Not terrible, not terrible. DLP getting a hammer from the Hammer Brothers suit. Really? You're not going to give us a star in World 1? Okay. World 2 airship.
Yeah, definitely not the item he wants to see at this point. There really is no way to use it unless he could get a hammer from this letter, I guess, and then he'd have
the double hammer could be in play for World 3, which is coming up next. And DLP taking care of Larry Cheatsy Koopa, keeping that lead on HUmanMustard. Still pretty close, though.
Now I'm curious what was in 3. Oh, it had a mushroom. Okay. There you go.
Yeah, 3-7 had a mushroom if they decide to play it. Our Dust Minion having our little cheat sheet here in case anybody was curious what would have happened had these runners taken jackpot. Oh, HUmanMustard tried to use the bullet bill to go over the mask, just missed. It's a music box, so no double hammer play in World 3. We're going to take the pipe here. It was a one-hit Larry. I see 2 locks. I see 2 forts. So my guess is, taking a look at the layout here, see the pipe where that lock is? That's got to be the exit. Has to be. I'm 90% sure.
It's one of those pipes for sure over there. It could technically not be that pipe only because they played enough levels for logic.
No way. It's gotta
certainly.
It's gotta be the one to Wendy's because there's 2 forts. We saw both locks. World 3's never that free. Come on.
What, you don't like a free double hammer play?
Hold it. I take that back. There's 3 forts. I count only 2 locks. Maybe Wendy's is blocked. Unless Prize Bridge has a lock. Or Prize Island. I call it Prize Bridge. Prize Island.
We're going to see some boat strats coming out to check.
We very well might, because, yeah, there was only 2 locks up front. And I didn't see a bridge needing to be built either. 5F2 on DLP's side.
Yeah, I think Mustard's gambling here, feeling he's behind playing the stage.
And he is behind. 2-1 was what he just completed there.
That could be the fort that he needs, though.
It very well could be the fort. All right, star there for Mustard and a Fire Flower. Here's DLP's 5F2 opportunity. Takes down Boom Boom. Using the star. Going to play this fort. The Escalator Fort, 6F1. Let's see if HUmanMustard goes for the Escalator Rite of Shame. Nope. He's going for the single damage boost because he used that star. He only needed to lose 1 power. Now, here's the divergence. DLP is taking super tanks. Nice. HUmanMustard found a Fire Flower behind that block, so he won't get the bro kill, but the Fire Suit kill won't be too bad.
Yeah. Be interested to see which fort or forts are required here.
Yeah, it's possible 2 forts could be required. All right, the one that HUmanMustard did was the one that was needed to break Wendy's.
Oh, it's behind the lock.
So both of them have half of the situation solved, but DLP is going to see the bad news unless it's open.
Oh!
So there was a lock on Prize Island.
Yeah, that was a really great gamble by HUmanMustard there. Just didn't work out.
Oh, man, yeah. That's a bad break there for HUmanMustard. Yeah, if that lock would have been required, he would have been golden. But unfortunately, that's just been the day that HUmanMustard's had, as Wendy had the earthquake, but it was just a 2-hitter. So I guess she had a junior bacon cheeseburger with fries and a Frosty because she did have the earthquake.
Not going to be too far behind, though. You know, despite playing the other fort, I think he played less stages, because I think DLP played 3 versus 2. So.
All right, I'm going to say 1 bridge again. All right, quickly, people, how many bridges will it take to build the path to Bowser's Castle here in game number 2? Oh, it's a Hammer Bros suit. HUmanMustard is going to have a huge break there. He's going to get a Hammer Brothers suit of his own.
I don't know why, but I just am hoping this breaks that lock, because that would be funny.
So we have 3F1 again, just like in game number 1 in World 8.
Mustard could skip this if he's gambling.
Look at that. Ads by Google. Would you like to buy a hammer suit? And look what the princess had. A hammer suit. If that doesn't say game knows, I don't know what does. That's amazing. I love it. All right, so no locks here on hand bridge.
Oh.
It's 1, and will it be the donut fort 4F2? If it is, HUmanMustard has it.
But DLP's played that fort, and he's going to get to see it now. And it's built!
He's guessed right again! Oh, man. A HUmanMustard again going to see the bad news that 4F2 will not build the bridge. DLP has it. And he is going to take a 2-0 lead, barring a catastrophe.
Yeah, using his extra hammer suit there, just opts the damage boost with it to get P-speed, to get out of this seat as quickly as possible.
Yep, HUmanMustard goes back. This will build the bridge, but he's going to see it's going to be too late. Here is the Hammer Bros suit for DLP. Here we go.
All right, let's see how the stairs go. Can be a little trolly. It's going to take it safe. It's good.
Yeah, one of the fastest World 8s you will ever see, and we never saw the dark area either. That is very rare.
First try.
Oh, DLP gets the mac and cheese, and that's going to lock it up. If he didn't get that, HUmanMustard still would have had an opportunity here.
I just want to point out that that's 5 consecutive finals matches in a row in this tournament that someone has gotten that clip first try.
Very nice. Get your GGs out for DLP. HUmanMustard does not get the mac and cheese. DLP now 1 win away from being your 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament champion. HUmanMustard gonna at least try to finish this out. 1 fireball left. And lasers! Ooh! He loses the suit, and that's gonna be a forfeit for HUmanMustard. Let's take a look at the time.
All right, so DLP finishes with a 32-21.
So even faster than game number 1. These have just been some lightning seeds for DLP. And HUmanMustard, again, was right there the entire time, but just DLP has been luckier. World 8, great equalizer. You know, HUmanMustard's had these knacks for solving the puzzle first, but now the great equalizer's going against him in the Grand Championship. And now DLP, a single win away. He's on triple championship point, folks. Will DLP wrap it up in game number 3 and have it be another 3-0 in a best of 5? Or can HUmanMustard claw his way back and force a 4th game in this championship? Stay tuned. Game number 3 will be coming up here on Speed Gaming right after this.
All right, I believe we're back here with game 3. DLP winning game 2 once again, so going up 2-0. Welcome back, everybody.
That's right, Haxer. I'm LZ Cards Fan 23. Joining me, the two-time champion, the Haxer. Well, HUmanMustard is back, is firmly against the wall now. We've had very, very close races between these two, but DLP has come out on top both times. He is up 2-0. If DLP wins this game, it's all over, and he wins the 2023 Super Mario 3 Randomizer Tournament Championship.
Yeah, Mustard losing both those races close, though. You know, he was in Bowser's Castle, and really not a lot has worked in his favor, I feel like, in terms of some of the routing changes. So, you know, I feel like he should feel like he's right there. So.
Oh, absolutely. He has played well enough to be up 2-0 himself, but is what it is. DLP now in complete control, has 3 opportunities to take home the championship here. HUmanMustard, a must-win here in game number 3 if he wants to force a 4th. So, as I always say, you can't win all 3 games at once. You got to do it one at a time. So, quickly, what world's it going to be? I say 3.
7. Oh,
3.
There you go.
Hey, we're starting at Wendy's. I see 1 lock. I see 2 forts. So, a potential here of maybe a lock at Wendy's. Ooh, DLP off to the rough start here, but HUmanMustard can't take advantage either. They call it troll fort for a reason.
Getting the dry bones there, as per usual. This is why, when I'm small, I'm always taking that pipe. I don't know.
Oh, and HUmanMustard, 2 deaths to the thwomp here. He might be tilting a little bit here, Haxor.
Yeah, definitely from that first death, he's not happy. You know, just kind of missing the jump there. Oh, here we go.
All right, this time he gets it. Luckily, Hotfoot, it's not the crazy kind of Hotfoot. DLP takes care of Boom Boom. Despite the 2 deaths, he's not going to be that far behind, but if you're HUmanMustard, that is an ominous start.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we'll see.
Boss pass?
Does stuff like that affect his decision-making again? Because I definitely feel like it did in previous seeds.
Where is boss pass? No boss pass here in 6-1. No angry sun, no cheap. What is this?
It's just a casual stroll through the Mushroom Kingdom, that's all.
I know, right? But you don't see this very often in 6-1.
Yeah, we're used to seeing a lot of, you know, like fire plants and stuff like that. So
all right, here's 1-2. Now here's a little bit of chaos. We have the fire set here in 1-2. Nice tail swipe there from DLP. The fire fly over those fire enemies, but HUmanMustard has the fire suit, which won't do him that much good against the fire enemies. I think you can take care of the fire chomps, but obviously not the fire snakes.
I've never seen so many of these in one level.
Oh, me neither. You don't see this enemy set very often in 1-2. And here is Escalator Fort 6F1.
Gets the fire flower. I think he's going to keep it. Okay.
Yeah, because oh, no, he's not. He's going to take the single damage boost and hope for a star or another fire flower later. Here is HUmanMustard now in the Escalator Fort. Not going to check the first or second. He'll check the third one. Let's see what we have in the third one. It is a star. So HUmanMustard, he's going to play it the same way. He'll take the single damage boost. And get your bros out in chat for DLP.
Yeah, really nice. That last box seems to work out more often than not as a star.
Absolutely here. And get your bros out in chat for HUmanMustard as well. He'll get it. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Where is Wendy's? Where is Wendy's? Ooh, 1-1 with an angry sun.
Yeah, the pipes leading into each other there, so some very unfortunate pipes for them.
Yeah, not great pipes at all. So we're going to have to go to the right to figure this out. Now HUmanMustard on the same 1-1. Ooh, DLP losing his fire suit right at the end.
Yeah, the sun's a weird enemy because its position stays fixed on the screen even as it scrolls, so you see people have trouble with that.
Also lost his fire suit. And it's 6-8. There's Boss Pass. I was just about to say, where's Boss Pass? There it is.
Yeah, DLP dealing with some lag. Can do the H jump anyway without P speed.
Very nice. And you just got to watch out for the Paragoombas and the all the rest. Ooh, HUmanMustard losing his power up.
Well, that shell came back too.
There's like a boomerang there. All right, HUmanMustard getting through it, and there it is. DLP has found the exit to Wendy's Castle. We have the World 2 airship.
Yeah, Mustard picking up some good time there with that B speed.
Oh, he most certainly did. Now, let's see if he can pick the correct pipe. Unfortunately, he does not, so that's going to lose him that time that he would have ended up getting on DLP. All right, well, she's at least a two-hitter, but DLP going to try to get some grilled baconators here, but the candy cane rings trap him. And
this is not good.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh, no.
And she's got high tops as well. She's
Oh,
got
God.
high tops as well.
Oh, no.
She's at least 4.
Oh.
She had all the baconators, folks, and nice
Wow.
shot from DLP. What a clutch kill there. But HUmanMustard will have a chance to gain some time back. Yeah, she had all the baconators right there, that's for sure. Wendy, for the most part, has come to play tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That's their second 5-hitter in 3 seeds.
Now, HUmanMustard lost his fire suit, but did get a quicker kill, so is going to gain some of that time back. This is neck and neck.
Yeah, unfortunate thing there for DLP is, you know, it's a mistake stomping Wendy because then she can jump, and once she was able to jump, he was trapped, so...
All right, we get a leaf from the princess. It's World 7 now.
A little bit of pipe divergence potential here.
Well, now with that layout, DLP is going to just go back. Yeah, you go down or do you go right? Let's see what HUmanMustard does. He's going right away, so that's interesting. Well, looks like you have no choice. And
We'll save him some time, though, because it's the dead end right away.
True, so now he knows he has to go this way. Yep.
Yeah, pretty much going to even it.
So it's pretty much a linear start, and we have the pyramid level, and because DLP's got the tail, that could gain him some time if he can keep it.
Yeah, it doesn't need the beetles here.
Nope. DLP, though, bonking a couple times here, and because of it, this is going to be actually very close. In fact, HUmanMustard's going to take a little lead on him. Very nicely played by HUmanMustard, even without the tail. That was really, really good.
Well, there's only one option here.
Yeah, this is a linear World 7. All right. So this fort has to break that lock by logic. It has to. If it doesn't, we got a big problem. There, 5-2 with boss pass, but it's a non-factor unless unless we do something very weird. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he really would like to slide down that hill, but as you see, just a million paracoopers as per usual.
And they continue to stay neck and neck. HUmanMustard having about a 2-second lead on DLP. So despite the rough start that HUmanMustard had in Troll Fort, he is kept in check. Oh, boy. A little bit late on this. We were hoping to see it in the last scene, but here's Atlantis, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's favorite auto-scroller.
They're both going to like to see that fire flower, though. Should be, you know, pretty smooth sailing with it, at the very least.
Yep, they have no Jugum Cloud, so they must play through this level. It is a very difficult auto-scroller.
Oh, no.
There, wow! A break there as the baby bloopers decided to go a different direction, but this nanny blooper said,
This is about as nasty as this level can get, getting the 2 nanny bloopers there, wow.
Yep. And even if you get through Atlantis, you can still find a way to die if you go through that pipe too quickly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never seen it in a race. I've only heard stories about it. This Paragoomba, oh my. Go ahead, Axer.
Oh, I feel like because it's the underwater auto-scroller, I think it, like, slows down your ability to go through it fast for some reason, because I've never died going through it either.
Well, I've heard stories about it. I've not seen it myself, but I've heard stories about it.
Very interesting.
All right, again, they are neck and neck, and we have the Lava Fort 5F2. Stewie Carmen says he's seen it happen. Well, if he says he's seen it happen, then it's happened. I've not seen it in tournament play, but I'm sure it's happened before somewhere.
Yeah, you can't trust what Stewie says. You know, he's not a trustworthy source of information. So.
No? All right.
Yeah, really nice work. Yeah, really nice work through that fort there. It's one of the forts you love seeing in Randomizer because it's pretty much the same every time.
Pick a pipe, any pipe. They're taking the same pipe. Let's see where it takes them. Ooh, it's the Stauff pipe. Feeling lonely, gentlemen? Gonna have to find a different pipe. Maybe it's this pipe. Well, it's maybe the pipe to the right. They're both taking it. Let's see. That's it. And we followed Landis up with 7-5 and with an angry sun too. Let the games begin, Haxor.
Yeah, that is a rough enemy for clipping at the end of this stage. So you gotta be
you want to try and take him out if you can. You want to try and take him out if you can. That's what DLP is doing. It looks like.
Oh no, Mustard.
Oh, he did lose his power up, but more importantly, the angry sun is down on both sides. So the rest of this should be pretty trivial.
Okay, he's gonna pick up the. Is it a leaf? Oh, another firefly. Okay, we'll take that. Mustard heads up using the shell, gonna be able to go through there.
That was beautiful. Unfortunately, HUmanMustard missed that jump.
Sprite issues there. Sprite overload. There we go.
Oh, and that ice block just went right through the Goomba. Holy smokes. Let's see if HUmanMustard can get this clip. DLP's struggling here. Trying to get up here. Does manage to do so. HUmanMustard's not able to get this clip, unfortunately. How long until he decides to cash in his... There it is.
Very nice.
All right, HUmanMustard getting through 7-5. Now let's see how long it takes DLP to get this clip. Mac and cheese! Oh, so that time he lost, he just gained right back there, and we're still neck and neck.
So believe it or not, he said to me that he never used the clip at the end of that level, so that's something new he's added this tournament. There you go.
And it definitely helped him right there. Let's take a look at the item here. They both are going to get a star out of that piranha level. All right, HUmanMustard to the airship first. It's the World 3 airship.
DLP having the fire flower could pick up some time here.
Very well could. Let's see. It's a star, yeah. If this ends up being a 5-hit Ludwig and DLP can get a fire kill. Now, trying to get a fire kill on a flat arena is not as easy as you think. Ooh, and he's got Earthquake as well.
2. 3.
He was vanilla this time. So DLP, ooh. Let's see if he can get the fire kill.
He's got it. He's got it. Oh, one more. There we go.
He does have it. There it is. Good job for DLP. So they stay neck and neck through the first 2 worlds here. Again, this is a must-win for HUmanMustard, who is down 2 games to nothing in this best-of-5 Grand Championship.
Yeah, Mustard steadying the ship here after, you know, had some trouble in the first stage, but has looked really good since then, so. And again, we won't know what that gave us until we open the inventory.
It was a music box. Thanks, Bowser. A little bit late for that. Oh, 7F2 again required. We've had 3 required 7F2s here so far in this grand final. Oh, no. Now, the only good news... Oh, no. Oh, no. The only good news is that because it's World 1, the fire piranhas only shoot once. And because HUmanMustard's small, he can get through this tunnel of love pretty quickly. But because of the follies HUmanMustard's had here, DLP's going to take the lead back.
Yeah, had some really nice P-speed in the upper section there.
And DLP takes care of the boom boom here. Oh, this is very crucial here for HUmanMustard. He cannot afford to take the 100 coin fine here. He's got to nail this fight. He's got to nail this fight. He does. Very good. All right, so our next level is the Army. These runners are going to try to be all they could be here in the Army.
And DLP going for the P-speed, so...
I love it.
Oh, okay, it's good.
And he did lose P-Speed, unfortunately, but he'll get a mushroom. So HUmanMustard with a tail, using his power-up. So that could allow him to maybe gain a little bit. DLP in a little bit of trouble here in the army. And who knows what's at the end.
Oh boy.
It's a fire, bro.
Not bad, not bad.
Not a problem. The worst one, obviously, is if it's a sledgehammer suit. Very nice. They're both going to get it. The worst one, it's easily sledgehammer, brother.
Yeah, definitely can be real.
Oh, no! They both have problems. DLP has 7-1 with no power-up. HUmanMustard's got to do it with the tail. Oh, dear.
Burn the hammer suit.
And DLP's going to have to burn the hammer suit. And that could be costly. But he gets the mac and cheese! He'll take that trade-off. As HUmanMustard is struggling with the clip. Wow. Mac and cheese with the hammer bro suit. You love to see it. HUmanMustard continuing to struggle, though. Does manage to finally get it, but DLP retakes the lead. Gonna play the coin ship. I mean, he gets it, but remember, if this is the only Hammer Brothers suit in the entire game, watch for that with HUmanMustard.
Yeah, we'll allow him to bring some time back, obviously, at the end of the seed, potentially, so
anything is possible here. All right, we have the World 4 airship. Luckily, auto-scrollers are turned off for these airships. It's the slowest one. HUmanMustard will get his star. There's the star I'm used to seeing in World 1.
But usually not with the coin ship, unless you purposely do that, right?
Usually with the coin ship, because I always go for the coin ship when I play vanilla.
Okay.
Randomizer's another story. I get it if it just happens to be there.
Yeah, I had no idea how to spawn the coin ship as a kid, so...
Oh, by the way, DLP is going to get the secret message with the Hammer Brothers suit. Yes, to get the coin ship, and I think it only works in certain worlds as well.
Yep.
You need to have a coin counter that is a multiple of 11, and your tens digit has to match the same digit as the 11 multiple.
Yep,
so, for example, if I have 55 coins, I must end in 50 points. Or if I had 88 coins, 80 points. There's the hammer for DLP, which HUmanMustard will get as well.
Ping me. Okay.
So DLP was able to avoid playing checkers with the king by having that Hammer Brothers suit. Yeah, Dustmanion's got it. It's worlds 1, 3, 5, and 6 where you can get the... Oh, DLP falls in 6-2! Oh, man. That's the one kind of detriment in 6-2 is sometimes you have those leaps of faith, and unfortunately for DLP, he fell.
Yeah, that is the one downside of going up above here is you don't see what's below you when you drop down, so...
And boy, the lead keeps changing hands here, Haxer. It's HUmanMustard back on top, and he still has the Hammer Brothers suit in his back pocket. And again, that's the only one. That is going to be a game changer.
Yeah, and he's played really clean, too, since, you know,
since the start. Yep, since the Troll Ford. Yeah, he's been very clean. You are right. Here's 6-4 now.
He's hoping to duck under that that fire chain there, but got the low jump RNG actually. So,
all right, he's through the tough part of 6-4 and is clean. Veers DLP's shot at 6-4 now. What do we have as the fort here that's going to build our bridge in World 5? Well, we don't know because we have the Hammer Brothers parade. Fort Knox. And HUmanMustard must have a tail, so he's going to take that 100-coin fine.
If he doesn't, he thinks he does anyway.
Well, I know the princess gave us a leaf earlier in this seed. Okay. Oh, he doesn't! Oh, a big mistake there. If he can get a tail, though. Ooh. Oh, it's another Hammer Brothers suit. He'll have to use that, I guess.
Oh, that's such a big swing. That's the second time this tournament I've seen him just mismanage the inventory, unfortunately.
Yep, and DLP retakes the lead. Man, the lead changes have been absurd here in game number 3. So DLP retaking the lead. Now, if he goes to that mushroom house, he'll also get a Hammer Brothers suit, I think.
Yeah, that's a good point. He probably won't, though.
No, I mean, inventory, we've seen inventory be, a problem. And if he wants to build on it, we'll see if he does. I don't think he's going to either. Let's see. No, he doesn't. All right, so he's built the bridge, which pipes, ooh, paradox pipe. He's going to check it.
It's a gamble, but
it's a
it
good
pays
gamble.
off.
And actually, it was a wash. They would have been the same levels. 2-5.
I'm surprised he gambled there. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was a big-time gamble here. I think HUmanMustard, now let's see if he decides to do the same thing. Oh, he's going to take the other pipe. So
Okay.
he won't have to make a decision because he's going to see. Doesn't matter.
But that bro is in his way. He's going to have to fight it.
Yep. All right, 6-7 now for DLP as HUmanMustard's in 2-5.
Nice power up here. Can fly it. Okay, he's going to take it safe. Go above.
And with that early sun, we still got to deal with him for just a little bit, but it's not too bad. All right, what fort do we have to play? Oh, an invalidated seed. Underwater fort 3F2. Kind of makes me wonder. We never saw 3F2 in that last race. Maybe it was in World 8, but we'll never know.
That's a good point. I'm only making its second appearance here, and both times out of World 8. So.
Yep. So not what we want to see if we're on team validations here. But yeah, that Hammer Brother now. Imagine if that Hammer Brother's like a Jugum Cloud.
Actually, thinking about it, we haven't even had an adequate seed, so
No, because we've not had the only thing we've had is World 8 fort and World 8. That's about the only thing.
Yep.
All right, so this is game number 3 of a possible best of 5 here. HUmanMustard must win this game to force a 4th game. If DLP wins, it's all over. Ooh, again, he's got the Tanuki suit for World 6.
Yeah, I think he's had it in all 3 seeds.
That is absolutely crazy that he's had it in all 3 seeds. All right, Roy. There's 2.
Off screen, off screen.
He's got 3. 4-hitter. He won't be able to get it, unfortunately. Let's see what it ends up being for HUmanMustard. It's a P-wing. Well, that's not, terrible. But he's probably thinking to himself, I could have used that about 3 minutes ago.
Absolutely. Kind of a cruel fate there, huh?
All right, HUmanMustard doesn't go for the clip, but get your commands out for DLP. Wow. 2 levels back to back, we get a Hammer Bro and a Tanuki suit message ending. You love to see it.
Pipe looks nice.
There are 2 forts, so keep that in mind. Let's see what the layout looks like. Ooh, we got to play 2 extra levels if we don't want to play a fort. And ooh, 8-1, our first World 8 level of tonight.
Yeah, the pipe's definitely nice here. Very good.
Oh, absolutely. And DLP will go for the pipe. I would do the same thing, get my 3-1 up. So look at this.
Oh, it's another Tanuki.
He cannot escape from the Tanuki suit. You'll love to see it.
He purposely, that's interesting. I've never seen someone do that. He purposely got P-speed so he could fly over this section, leaving the pipe.
Oh, no! But DLP overshoots the pipe. Another mishap there from DLP. That's a second one.
Yep, use the star.
So a couple of mishaps here from DLP has enabled HUmanMustard to take the lead back. Back and forth they continue to go, Haxor.
Yeah, wow.
All right, HUmanMustard just going to plow through it.
Oh. Okay, all right.
He's there.
All right, I think DLP's fine now. Okay.
Yeah, he's got it. All right, so they both threw 8-1. This is still neck and neck, but man, the miscues that DLP has had in this race could end up being costly. But here's 7-2 with Boss Pass one more time. HUmanMustard's going for P-speed. He's got the P-speed. Now, can he keep it?
Gotta work Paragoomba. Okay.
And
okay.
There was a Paragoomba. Very good. He gets through it now. Hit the brakes. You don't want to lose that work. He's there.
Very nice. It's also worth noting DLP had the Tanuki. Would have been real nice for this level.
It would have been very nice, yeah, if he didn't take that 100 coin, that unfortunate 100 coin fine there. He'd have been in great shape keeping that lead, but sometimes all it takes is one mistake there, and it could be the difference between winning and losing. Good idea from HUmanMustard using the star, and use a star, get a star back.
Yeah, we haven't seen World 6 yet, I think, so I think he was hoping for a hammer there.
Oh, easily. And we're going to use the pewing. Now, here's the big question. If I would have used the pewing here, you can actually fly backwards. If I go through that door, do I do natural 7-6 is the question. I've never had the opportunity to experiment with it because I never use a pewing on this level, obviously.
I've no idea.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to get a randomizer seed. You know, have like the P-wing cheat where I have all the P-wings in the world and get waterfalling and try it out. All right, so HUmanMustard on the World 7 airship now.
Gonna use the tail here, opting to keep it, so...
oh yeah, for sure. I mean, especially when you try to make these jumps. I mean, this is easily the most scariest world airship in the game.
DLP opted to take the damage boost. We'll pick up some time here at the P-speed strat. Very nice.
All right, well, this time it wasn't a no sodium Morton. It was a low sodium. Well, no, it was the recommended. No, he was extra sodium. I wasn't counting on you, Mustard side. He had super duper mega salty Morton Koopa. He had all the sodium this time.
Yeah, don't tango with that Morton if you got heart condition.
Yep, so that's who stole all the Wendy's French fries from Wendy Koopa. Is that Morton Koopa, it tells you. Boy, these guys neck and neck here with only a couple of worlds left to go. It is World 6, so World 4 is coming up after this. All right, we must play this fort. It's Super Tanks.
Yeah, picking up a leaf from the letter here. DLP gonna have a better situation for this, so should pick up a little bit of time in this stage again.
There's the P-speed he wanted to get. There you go. So, yep, you'll gain a little bit of time back. HUmanMustard will still have the lead, but, oh, it's so close.
Very close. As all of them have been.
All right, so that broke the lock. So it wouldn't surprise me if World 1 was...
It's free.
Look at how free that was. Oh, my word.
It's been a long time since I've seen a 6 that free. That's wild.
World 1 airship, and Lemmy was the shrimp, just a one-hitter. So HUmanMustard's still going to have the lead here. Oh, it is so very close. We're going to tell you how close it is in just a moment here. Down goes Lemmy. Time was 27:16 on the flash for HUmanMustard. DLP's flash will be coming up in just a moment here. 9 seconds is the difference.
Wow, that's incredible. It's been years since I think I've seen a 6 that free. That was wild.
I can't remember the last time I saw World 6 this free either. I mean, yes, you had to play the 4, but Super Tanks, yeah, such an easy one. All right, linear start. We must take this pipe. All right, and 2 forts. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yep, gonna take the second pipe and get to that fort right away.
All right, gotta play Sledgehammer Bro first. Nice swipe. Looks like DLP's gonna do the same thing, and there's a hammer for HUmanMustard, but that really is not gonna help him much.
No. DLP using the music box, so this could be pretty nice for him and get him right back in it. It's gonna be like neck and neck if this is the fort.
Oh, absolutely here. Let's see if the Air Force ends up being the ticket for our runners here. Now, because DLP's got the tail, HUmanMustard is actually going to get through this a little bit faster. There it is. But, oh my goodness. We're talking maybe a second apart. Not even a second apart, Haxor.
Oh my goodness. And the bro movement could be bigger for Mustard, and then it sync it back up.
It's the right
It
one.
syncs it back up because the bro movement.
Oh my god, they are in sync. Now, HUmanMustard did use a tail. It is the World 5 airship. And HUmanMustard's not even going to bother checking that box. Oh my word. This sync is absolutely nuts. All right, Iggy has the earthquake. 2 hits is not enough. 3 hits, it is not enough. 4 hits, it is. A 4-hit Iggy, and they are less than a second apart going into World 8. Make your predictions. How many bridges is it going to take to build the path to Bowser's Castle?
You know, I can't believe World 8's going to decide the race again for the 3rd time.
Absolutely, it's going to be. DLP leads by about 2 seconds.
Now, it is worth mentioning, as you've mentioned earlier, Mustard still has the hammer suit, and DLP don't got one.
Yep, and we didn't get one from the princess. It was a mushroom, so still a massive advantage for HUmanMustard as we start with the carpet fort, 6F3.
Okay, does get the fire flower there. He's been looking for this particular power-up. He's, oh.
Then he loses it. Well,
yeah.
HUmanMustard is in a little bit of trouble here, because that is a crazy hot foot. And it's coming dangerously close. It went away from him, so HUmanMustard should be okay. Here's DLP. How many lead changes have we had in this race? Because HUmanMustard's back in the lead yet again, Haxor.
I think it's changed like in every one of the last 4 worlds.
I must say, this is one of the best games that we've ever had in Super Mario Bros. 3 tournament history. I just hope it finishes less than 5 seconds difference. That's what I want to see. 3-1 now.
Both gonna play both the forts on the screen. They'll never have to come back to it, so I don't disagree with it.
Oh, but the rocket cheap snipes HUmanMustard there. So he's gonna pick up the power-up, and guess what? We have a lead change yet again.
Story of the seed.
My word, DLP back on top. You can't fault HUmanMustard for going for the power-up. You don't know what's on the other side.
Yeah, he could get another rocket cheap right at the end, right? And
yep, and get sniped. That's a big time loss. What do we have up next? World 8 fort.
All right, you know, I mean, World 8 fort, being in World 8, this is kind of something, I guess.
Yep. All right, and they're both going to get their fire flower now. It's just a matter of who can get through the World 8 inputs first.
Can we get some 1 cycles?
Oh
here?
no! HUmanMustard overshoots! I think he lost his input again.
Yep.
Oh my
definitely.
word. And that's a terrible time to lose that input. Oh man. What a terrible time for that.
I have made that mistake so many times. That's a rough one.
We're gonna have to ask him about that, because that's not the first time we've seen that on his screen.
Yeah, I think actually DLP was the one with the down input earlier. Now that I think about it. Yep. Both gonna have to 2 cycle here.
Yep. I mean, it's not over by any stretch, but that is a major setback for HUmanMustard.
Yeah, with that being said, DLP does need to keep this fire, whereas you can see Mustard can just take the damage boost, so...
Yep, absolutely. So Boom Boom is down on HUmanMustard's side. Right now, DLP is trying to find the path to Bowser's Castle, but he has not found it yet.
Yeah, kind of ugly, just the 4 pipes on this screen. You just never want to see something like this, to be honest.
All right, there's the dark area. And HUmanMustard's taking the same pipe.
This has got to be the pipe to Bowser on DLP's side.
Well, let's take a look. But remember, HUmanMustard has the Sledgehammer Bros suit, whereas DLP does not. So it's now a case of we got to find how to get to either the airship or the fort.
Yep, got to remember the pipes here. This is big.
Yep, the airship or the tank. Let's take a look here. 6-9. Well, we probably have to play through it. Let's see. Now, DLP went for the jump once, didn't get it, and guess what? HUmanMustard's back in the lead yet again. This is crazy. This is absolutely insane what we are seeing here. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. These two go here in a crucial game number 3 for both runners. DLP wins this. He wins the championship. HUmanMustard's got to win this to force a game number 4. HUmanMustard still in the lead.
Just barely.
Doesn't matter if it's 1 second or 100 seconds as we check this, and it is going to be the Navy. Get your salutes out. We've seen all 4 of Bowser's military branches here in game number 3. Yes, you can sail the 7 seas. Yes.
We're going to see another lead change.
I know, because DLP got through it a little bit faster.
And had the fire suit as well.
Now, the big question is, now if they see the lock break, we know this isn't it. We have to find Air Force's path. Let's take a look. Is this it? It is it.
Yep. Can he remember the pipes?
Can they both remember the pipes? So we know this is it.
He remembered the pipes. Very good.
Does HUmanMustard remember? He does too. Now remember, he's got the Hammer Brother suit. He can get a much faster Bowser kill than DLP can, even with the fire suit. It's going to come down to Bowser's castle here, folks. DLP with the early lead. But HUmanMustard with the all-important Hammer Brothers suit. Here we go, folks.
Clips.
Clips are going to matter as well. Doesn't get it for DLP. HUmanMustard does.
Okay.
All right. Everyman's is good for DLP. HUmanMustard struggling with his Everyman's clip. DLP doesn't get the mac and cheese. Gets it on the second attempt, though.
Mustard.
And HUmanMustard does not.
He can still win it.
He can still win it if he does not lose his Hammer Brothers suit. Oh, boy. But he misses the fire jump. If DLP can get the 35 fireballs, he's won it. But he gets scammed. Oh, my word. This game is going to come down to seconds. Who's going to get the faster ground pounds? Oh, my word.
Wow. Mustard's prayer is answered. Wow.
It's not over yet. Who's going to get the faster ground pounds? One more ground pound will do it for HUmanMustard. DLP is in the line of fire. He's got to be careful, too. And there it is. HUmanMustard is going to survive somehow and force a 4th game in this championship. What a match. This has got to be one of the best matches we have had in tournament history, Haxor.
This is unbelievable. We're getting game 4. I told you 5 games. We just need 1 more to go Mustard's way.
Wow. I can't wait to see these times. Let's take a look at the times here. We have HUmanMustard clocking in with an official race time GG time of 36 minutes and 49 seconds. DLP 6 seconds back at 36 minutes and 55 seconds. What a game. Just when it looked like HUmanMustard was dead in the water, DLP cannot get the fire kill on Bowser, and HUmanMustard somehow or other has forced a 4th game in this best of 5. It's 2 games to 1. DLP still on double championship point. But will this be a momentum changer in this championship? Well, you're just going to have to find out in game number 4. We're going to take another break here on Speed Gaming, and we're going to have game number 4 between DLP and HUmanMustard in this 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament Championship coming up right after this. Stay tuned. All right, folks, welcome back to game number 4 of the 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament here on Speed Gaming. Alongside 2-time champion, the Haxor, I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Boy, oh boy, that game 3 was a thriller. That had more back and forth than that 70-68 Isner Mahut tennis match back in 2010.
That's a great reference. Yeah, the one that lasted many days. Yeah, wow, what a great race. I want to give Mustard a lot of credit for that one because early on it looked grim. You know, he took like 2 or 3 deaths in the first level and he just played great from that point. And even none of the gambles worked out for him. So
Yeah, I mean, HUmanMustard took those 2 early deaths in Troll Fort, and then in World 8 Fort, where he lost that input going into the door, taking that lava bath, and it looked like it was all over for him. DLP had gotten the clip with the fire suit intact, and HUmanMustard could not keep his Hammer Brothers suit into the Bowser fight. But DLP losing the fire suit in the middle of the Bowser fight, not able to finish the job, and HUmanMustard by a margin of 6 seconds, staying alive here in the championship, and now looking to force a 5th and deciding game. DLP looking to wrap it up right here. Here we go. Start with World 2.
All right. We got a fort and a pipe check right away. This is looking like a pretty nice setup for this world. Both going to opt to get the power up, huh?
Oh, but look at this. DLP going for the P-speed stretch. HUmanMustard here. 5'8". It's short, but it's deceptively tough because of that lack of 2.
Yeah, I like that decision from DLP.
Yeah, but HUmanMustard, though, clean. Not even taking 1 hit there. And DLP has the tail right there. So both of them getting through 5'8". Pretty well done.
Yeah, great stuff.
All right, our first fort of the 4th game. There it is again. Troll Fort for the 2nd consecutive game. HUmanMustard having nightmares about it, but at least this time he's got a power-up. And he gets through the crazy hot foot because that was a very difficult jump. Ooh, a little trouble there, but he should be fine. But DLP is going to have that fire suit if he can grab it. It's a tough grab, though. He does get it. So he may be able to sneak in a little bit of a lead here. No, it's still going to be HUmanMustard.
Yeah, I got caught up a little too much with that power-up block there. Smartly goes to the left side. Much easier to get it from that side.
It's about a 1 second lead for HUmanMustard. And DLP is going to check the pipe. Boomerang, bro. Get a fire suit out of it. And it's a hammer for HUmanMustard.
Yeah, the bro actually went the wrong direction for DLP, so he couldn't fight it.
And he's going to look. He's going to save that hammer. And yeah, that hammer could be huge for Mustard if DLP doesn't get that hammer, bro.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Mustard and you're a fan of Game 5, you're hoping for World 6 next right away.
Oh, absolutely here. 4-3 is the level now for DLP and HUmanMustard. DLP is through it, no problem.
Oh, okay.
That was close. Jugum Cloud, though, that is helpful.
Absolutely, yeah.
So DLP will be the first one, and it's the World 7 airship once again to start things off.
Mustard probably won't fight that bro, too.
So that's interesting. So they both gained a different advantage on each other. DLP getting the Jugum Cloud, HUmanMustard the hammer.
Oh, I like to see this sort of thing. You know, which one's going to be more useful, right?
Yeah, you would think the hammer would be, you know, depending on where, but obviously a lot can happen. And you can have, of course, Atlantis, and back to the no sodium diet. You go. You had your fun in game number 3. Ooh, and HUmanMustard overshooting and is going to lose that fire suit. So DLP will have the lead coming out of the first world here in game number 4. Again, he is up 2-1 in this best of 5 match. Oh, game. Too soon. Too soon, Mario 3 Randomizer. Too soon.
You were talking about this too.
I was. LOZ reminding you to have your Koopaling spayed or neutered. Goodbye, everybody. This is August 26, 2023. If you are watching on YouTube or if you're watching a repeat here on SpeedGaming, we did lose the legendary Price is Right game show host, Bob Barker, earlier today.
Both having a little trouble here in the beta stage. You can get some nice P-speed at the beginning. I'm surprised that both of them actually went for the box there. Definitely had some trouble for the rest of the stage as a result. So I'm going to get the super tank here.
Yep, super tank fort level here for DLP. HUmanMustard is able to avoid his 3 of a kind, get the extra 1 up. And DLP getting some P-speed here to wrap this up. There you go. All right, boom, boom down there for DLP. Oh, and this time we do have a lock guarding Wendy's castle. I believe that's the first time all match, I should say, that the runners have faced this problem. And here is the Homer Simpson's favorite level, 5-5.
Oh, wait. This is a mistake from DLP.
Oh.
Because there's still a lock. Yeah, I think he missed the lock being on the screen.
That might have well been the case here.
So Mustard going for this gamble, going to play this fort. Well, wait. No, there must have been one of the locks that broke. There are 3 forts. I missed that.
All right, 5-2 once again with Boss Bass up top, but we don't have to worry about that Boss Bass. So HUmanMustard is a little bit ahead of DLP here in this level.
What a weird World 3.
Oh, absolutely. World 3 living up to its expectations. So we've got 2 and 3. Well, I'm already making the preemptive guess. It's going to be 4 next.
So what are we putting 1 at the end then?
Why not? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. I like it. 5F1 now. Block frame fort for HUmanMustard and DLP now.
Yeah, gonna take a damage boost on Mustard's side. Gonna allow him to get some pretty nice P speed for most of this. Oh, DLP keeps the P speed.
Absolutely. Gonna gain a little bit of time back on Mustard.
We're a boom boom fight away from each other. What a...
Golly, I love to see it. They have been close, though, all night.
Yeah, even the 2 that Mustard lost, I mean, he could have won. He just didn't have the right fort.
Oh, yeah, no question about it. But this time we do have the right fort. And they are... Well, the problem is we don't know which pipe it is for DLP. HUmanMustard was the one that knew, so he's going to have the lead here. I think DLP knew the pipe, he just lost track again. Wendy, let's see how she fared this time. 2 hits, no. 3 hits, she went for the Dave single this time.
You know, Mustard gambling there, and DLP doing the same thing, I thought is interesting in this world, because the other 2 forts were next to each other.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
I wonder how Mustard's going to play, knowing that, you know, he might play more standard now, thinking like, oh, there's no way DLP made that decision.
Oh, absolutely. So, yep, you think of Bob Barker, you think of Price is Right, maybe Truth or Consequences, maybe Happy Gilmore. Yep, I remember those days, you know, it'd be summer vacation, and first thing I do when I'd wake up, 10 in the morning, watch Price is Right. But enough about that. We're going to go and watch HUmanMustard begin the 3-3 here as it's World 6 now.
All right, gonna get a star there. Wasn't what he was hoping for, of course.
Yep. All right, here's DLP's opportunity now on 3-3. Let's see if he can keep that P speed going. Very nice.
And he keeps it.
Oh, right at the end. Ah, that was almost perfect.
Somehow kept it there, you know?
Wow, I have no idea how he kept it either, Haxor. That was crazy.
You know, it's just Mario 3 things. Yeah, I mean, it all makes sense, right? It's just physics and math and, yeah, sure.
All right, so we have to find a path of these pipes. Well, it does take us to the end, but we have to build a bridge. Maybe it's this fort. It's 4F2, the donut fort. And DLP is going to see the same scenario here. He's going to see that a bridge needs to be built, and he's going to hope that 4F2 is the answer.
It does remind me, what this means is the hammer's probably not going to be useful, by the way.
Of course, which is bad news for HUmanMustard, but potentially great news for DLP.
Yep, because his cloud, that's still useful.
And it does build the bridge, so we are in good shape here. Yeah, you're right, because we've already, this is hard to believe, 3 worlds, we've already played all the worlds where the hammer could be extremely useful for these runners.
Yep. Now, 4 is still outstanding, there are rare cases where it's really good there.
It's rare, but it can happen. Lemony.
Full miscue on DLP side, so it's going to take him a while to get to the end.
Oh man,
here.
the circus balls are in bad spots here for HUmanMustard, and oh, it's the jumbo shrimp, Lemmy. Oh, and HUmanMustard's in trouble. Oh, he got it.
Yeah, this is probably the worst stage to fight this boss on.
Not to mention when it's a 5-hitter. Yeah, that Lemmy can be a pain in the rear end here if you don't know the timing.
Yeah, those balls do not always do what you expect them to as well.
Absolutely. If Mario Maker's so great, where is the frog suit in? Yeah, where is the frog suit in Mario Maker? All right, I'm getting a mushroom from the princess. It's World 4. Pick a pipe, any pipe, Axor.
Yeah, Mustard playing standard there. Kind of as I'd expect. Hammer not going to be useful.
Forts.
Oh wait, no, it is useful. Hammer is useful.
Wow, because it enables us to skip a level. Now here's the situation here. Will DLP double back? Because HUmanMustard has played the Navy. Nope, DLP's going to play it too. Because maybe they could have taken a shorter path, each of them. Let's see.
Oh, you know what? No, the hammer's not useful because the other pipe will lead to the end.
It does. That was correct. That was correct. Yep, that was correct. Yeah, you just remembered it too, didn't you? So HUmanMustard say, yeah, you're right. The hammer, if there was no pipe there, then yes, because you could have used that. Now I got a question. Is that rock normally used in the vanilla game too? That can't be, is it?
That is actually used in the warpless category, yep. To skip the fort.
I did not know that. I never knew you could use a hammer on that particular boulder there. I did not know that. I always thought it was just a randomizer thing.
Nope, that's the standard warpless route, assuming you don't. There's like this thing called early hammer that's hard to explain, but allows you to skip more levels.
Gotcha. DLP didn't get first class, gonna have to go coach. That's what I always like to call it if they don't get the first class clip. All right, so HUmanMustard taking down E. It looked like it was a one-hitter. So yeah, that cloud is still going to be very much in play for DLP. Oh my God, Higgy! No wonder why people call him the trolliest Koopaling of the bunch. All right, so HUmanMustard still has the lead halfway through game number 4.
Yeah, living up to the billing of the other games so far. Halfway through, we're just neck and neck still.
All right, and looking at this tower here.
One of the more annoying levels in the randomizer is this beta stage here. It's because of this section in the bottom, you can get some really nasty enemies here, in particular bloopers.
Right, we do get a P-wing from the princess here, but yeah, this is the 5-3 beta. Yeah, there are no power-ups either.
Nope. Only one blooper, though. Not so bad. Not so bad.
Yeah, definitely one of the more tamer 5-3 betas you'll see out there.
The same blooper, get them both.
Now that blooper, we go from one beta level to another beta level. Here's the 1-5 beta. It's the first time we've seen this tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Heads up play from Mustard to turn back there to ensure he despawn that shell.
Unfortunately, he's going to have to be a little bit careful here. He's back to being small. No power-ups here in this beta level. And oh, we got the double piranha spawn, but nice use of the beetle there to take him out.
Yeah, using the George Gervin strats at the end, you know?
Now, why is it called the George Gervin strats, Haxor?
Because of, you know, George Gervin's known for his use of the backboard, obviously.
Aha, nice. I didn't realize that it was a basketball reference. That's pretty cool. I like it.
Absolutely.
All right, so the tower is not required this time. We just have to pick the other pipe. Now the only question is, how do we get there? Ooh, 3-8 with Angry Sun. DLP using a star on the Hammer Brothers stage here and gets a Jugum Cloud. Another Jugum Cloud for DLP.
Yeah, very nice pickup.
I don't know if HUmanMustard got one on his side. Yeah, Mustard did get one on his side. Okay. And DLP decided to juke him 3-8.
I'm a little surprised they didn't just play the fort, not seeing the top section, but...
Because of the possibility of a lock, but we knew it was the only fort because of the bridge situation, but so...
Oh, yeah.
All right, 6-9 for both of them. Oh, and a nanny blooper greets them on the bottom, and HUmanMustard get a little too up close and personal with that, but still keeps that tail intact. DLP does not. Oh, and HUmanMustard shorts that jump a little bit here.
That's a power-up block you normally don't see, so...
No, that's for sure.
There.
DLP, though, in a little bit of trouble here. He wants to get the power up, and won't be able to get it now.
Nice power-up location, Nintendo. Really great. Thank you.
Yeah, I think a lot of people figure you're going to be big going there, or you're going to go from top to bottom so it bounces down. Yeah, you're right. Great location for power-up. I agree. All right, neck and neck. They still are 1-5 natural now. Oh, HUmanMustard went for it. He went for it.
So did DLP.
Wow. And it just so happens bombs are fine to do the slides on. Oh, that is absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, DLP just ran straight down, was hoping to damage boost with the tail, but just ran through them all anyway.
Oh, that is just fantastic. All right, so DLP now in the lead. Just a few seconds. Next up is 3-5. Ooh, nice dodge there from DLP. I thought he was going to buy it on that blooper.
Yeah, nasty enemy to get there.
Good jump. Skirt around the nanny blooper. HUmanMustard, a little bit of trouble, though.
Looks okay. I think it's a good enemy setup. What do we get at the end? Blooper, that one's fine. Okay, he should be good.
And watch out for the rocket cheap, though. All right, he's there. They're both in good shape. DLP going to keep that little lead. And right now, DLP is going to be looking for like 7-5, 5-9, 6-6 for a level to use that Jugum Cloud on. And we're running out of levels. This is true. We'll see if it does come into play.
Yeah, Pro A pointing out that it's usually useful in World 1 at the very least. And, you know, as mentioned earlier, a lot of times it's even useful in World 8 now with the seed change.
All right, Earthquake for Roy, and he is the standard 3-hitter. So both of our Earthquake Koopalings here in this game, number 4, standard.
At least they, you know, changed it up a little bit there, gave him the World 2 airship, so...
Oh, definitely, for sure.
We gotta have it somewhat random at the very least, you know? Alright, what are we picking up from the letter here?
It's going to be a P-Wing, a nice item, and here is World 7. Oh, 3-pipe Monty to stop... 3-pipe Monty to start things off here, and we find the exit. Unfortunately, we have to find the fort that's going to break the lock. And if this is a 1-forter, which it looks like it is... Oh, DLP has found it already, and what a heads-up play using the P-Wing, and it is
Mustard
indeed
did the same.
Fort Knox and does the same thing as HUmanMustard. They're going to stay neck and neck. Wow, these heads-up plays, these runners are doing her absolutely fantastic, Haxor.
Yeah, wow. Absolutely fantastic. Did Mustard get there from a different route?
I don't think so. I think they took the same route.
No, Mustard took the far pipe. Okay.
Really?
Yeah, Mustard doesn't know the end, where the end is, I think.
And DLP does, so that's a big advantage right there. You're right.
But Mustard checked, he chose the right pipe. Wow, okay.
And that's a problem that DLP has had so far tonight. He's gotten turned around a lot. He's kind of lost his pathing. Mustard's routing's been better.
Yeah.
DLP using a star here, and we get, hey, to use a star, get a star is going to be the case for DLP. They are still neck and neck, about 5 seconds against each other, as we're now in the World 1 airship.
Yeah, just like that, you know, another lead change. Just because of a pipe transition.
Oh, Ludwig brought his high tops here. 2 hits. 3 it is.
Yeah, y'all don't know this, but Ludwig was actually the gold medalist at the last Olympics in the high jump event.
Yes, he was. He's got the world record to my knowledge as well. So it's about a 4-5 second lead for HUmanMustard with 1 world left to play before we get to the great equalizer. Remember, HUmanMustard must win this one to force a deciding 5th game. If DLP wins this, he wins the championship. World 1. And we've got 2 forts. Starting with the carpet fort, 6F3. And you get to see that rare red fort, Hacksaw.
Yeah, and Cloud gonna be real nice here.
Oh, absolutely. A Cloud will definitely be nice here. All right, so they're both now in the bottom. Very, very close.
DLP gonna pick up 3 seconds on the boom here. I think we're gonna be synced.
Oh, we're going to be very close to being synced. He's actually going to take a little bit of a lead on HUmanMustard.
Wow.
Oh, this is absolutely insane here. Now, remember, he still has a Jugan Cloud. Oh, and it broke the good lock, too, so you can skip that fort.
Yep.
Ooh, 610 with boss pass.
Ugly.
First time we've seen 610, and we are greeted with a boss pass. Oh, boy. And you also have to be careful with that fire flower, because remember, this is the level that has those nice clip. All right, now he doesn't have to worry about accidentally melting those blocks.
He threw the block through the bot. Oh, my goodness. Leg. It does just hilarious things. Oh, DLP.
Look at this. Yeah, DLP right in the back there. And look at how synced they are. We're talking a couple of seconds. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, let's see. I would imagine DLP is going to... Oh, never mind. They both have a Jugum.
Oh, Mustard using the music box. Very good.
They both used... Both of them did. No, DLP didn't.
No.
So with that, HUmanMustard is going to take the lead. Wow. Now, he is small. That is cause for concern because Larry could be a 5-hitter. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that one. All right, 1's not enough. 2-hitter, no.
No.
3-hitter, no. 4-hitter, it is a 4-hitter, and HUmanMustard will be going into World 8 with the lead at 22:08 on the wand grab. DLP about to get his wand. Let's see what his grab is. 22:17. It's just under a 10-second lead for HUmanMustard. Get your predictions out, ladies and gentlemen. How many bridges will it take to build the path to Bowser's Castle? You know, it's been 1 every single time. It's going to be 1 again.
I like that you pointed out, you know, the hitbox thing there, because if Mustard took that death, he would have gone back past the level he clouded.
Exactly, and that might have been the end of his championship chances here. So we have the Navy, and oh, it's 7F2 required again. It has been required. All 4 seeds this level has been required. Golly, I'm glad I haven't played any of these. HUmanMustard, though, having a little bit of trouble here with his movement here in 7F2, but he's able to keep the fire suit in. Well, he did until the Thwomp took it away. The Tunnel of Love, what do we have?
DLP
It's
has
one of
speed.
He does have P-Speed. Oh, this is beautiful. This is definitely not something I would try, but DLP, very nice.
Gonna get to the boom boom sooner. Is Mustard gonna keep the flowers? Is he gonna damage boost? I think he's gonna boost. He's got the hammer suit in his inventory. There we go.
Yep, definitely the right move there because he does have that Hammer Brothers suit in his back pocket. But DLP does have the lead here early on here in World 8. Pick a pipe, any pipe, he'll go top.
You know, another lead change, just casual lead change.
Absolutely. Well, rip the 4-bridge dream, unfortunately. There's a lock here on hand bridge. There's another one here on the dark, so 2 is out. Telling you, it's 1.
Yeah, we just need to see one more lock, and it's open. So
of course, it could be 0. 0 is a possibility as well. All right, gonna use the P-Wing.
Yep.
Oh, but it's 7-4. HUmanMustard's going to see the same 7-4. What will he do?
Yeah, I
playing
agree.
through.
This is a good decision to play this level versus go the other way because it opens up more of the map here in the dark. I've never seen this screen scroll before in this level.
I've never seen all of those before. How did that happen? How did he get that to scroll?
So it's because he has P speed and the auto scroller's off. Yeah,
I didn't even know all those Gillette trolls were there. Did you?
I did. Yes. Yeah, I did actually know that.
So if you're actually not careful, you can actually kill yourself by accident.
Oh, wow, there's
another lock. So it's either one bridge again or we have a 0 this time.
Yep, and they have to go this way.
This is crazy. This path is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, 1-2 at least it's a pretty easy level and we don't have any boss passes or anything like that.
Yeah, DLP saying he's had enough with the tail. He wants some P speed. Mustard, ooh, very nice early P speed here.
Yeah, they are neck and neck right now here in World 8. DLP looking for the win here to lock up the championship, seize the fort and the airship. And we have a validated seed, ladies and gentlemen. 3F2, the underwater fort is here.
It's a linear World 8.
My word, how a linear World 8. That is absolutely crazy. So if you were trying to make a comeback here in the Great Equalizer, it wasn't happening tonight. It's going to come down to Bowser's Castle again.
Mm-hmm. Will they go check here? That's the interesting thing.
Well, the problem is they don't even know where Bowser's Castle is to begin with.
Well, it's behind one of the locks, right? I think
Right.
it's the lock in the upper right. It has to be.
Ooh,
So I think
that
they
did
actually
not-
should... Yeah, I
Ooh.
think this is right.
The 2 World 3 forts paired up, huh? Wow. How about that?
Yeah, our answer is
3F2 followed up
definitely...
with 3F1, door 3 or door 6 fort.
It's definitely in the dark area.
Oh, absolutely it is. It's just a matter of where is it?
I think it's the upper right. I think so.
Now, the big question is, will that Super Tanks level need to be played? All the locks are good here. No, they're not good. So there is
it's
no,
in the upper
it's
right.
It's either one bridge and we've built it, or it's no bridges.
Yeah, Air Force shouldn't be required here, and DLP, with the right idea, has to go back to this pipe, and this should open up the rest of it for him.
Yeah. It's just a matter of finding which pipe it is.
Yep, should be
Is
this
it?
one. Oh no, it's bottom
that's
right.
not it.
Wow.
Ooh. But now he knows where to go if there is a bridge that needs to be built.
Oh, okay, it's here. Okay.
Oh, look at the sink. Look at the sink. No bridges. And it's
DLP
1-1.
in the level first.
Or 1-3, I beg your pardon. 1-3. We're definitely not checking the item. Not in this close of a
Absolutely
race.
not. DLP gonna make it into Bowser's Castle first here on the
Yes, he
nature of
will.
a faster level. So
Oh, yeah. It is going to come down to Bowser's Castle once again. Who can get the clips? Who can get the Hammer Brother kill? Oh, man. You'll love to see it for a game number 4. But for HUmanMustard, his championship chance is on the line here. Let's see what happens. So HUmanMustard hesitating a little at the beginning, but DLP does not get the clip. Neither does Mustard. We'll see if he can get the top clip. Doesn't get that one either. So missed clips for both players here. So DLP still has the lead. This clip right here. If DLP mac and cheeses, it's over. Doesn't mac and cheese. Second try is no good. Here comes HUmanMustard. Still no clip. HUmanMustard gets it! Oh, the sink is real!
they're gonna need to frame count this.
We're going to need a frame count on this. This is going to be too close to call, Haxor. Provided they both get the kill. Unreal. Hi, Bowser. Bye, Bowser. Hi, Bowser. Bye, Bowser again. We're going to have to frame count this. This is too close to call, Haxor. On our screen, it looks like HUmanMustard might have it by a second, but this is too close to call. Wow.
So race time has them both. Oh, DLP actually delaying on the door entry.
Yep, we have a tie according to Race Time GG. A literal tie. HUmanMustard and DLP both with a 29-19.
So I think DLP pressed up after he had already finished, though. I said finish. If you go back, I think he didn't press up right away.
Oh, I think you're absolutely right. So we're definitely going to have to take that into account as well. But unofficially right now, it is a tie, 29-19 each for HUmanMustard and DLP. But the admins are going to have to go into the booth for this one, Axer. So we are definitely going to be taking a break here. We're going to come back with a ruling here. If HUmanMustard has been ruled to come out into that door first, we have a fifth and deciding game. But if DLP was ruled to have it first, he wins the championship. So stay tuned, folks. We will have that decision in just a few moments. Please stick with us. Don't go away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience here. We have gone under the booth here to review the result of game number 4. And at the moment, it has been determined by our tournament admins that we are giving the provisional win for the moment to HUmanMustard. So with that, we do have a fifth and deciding game of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament Championship. Now, there is a little bit of a caveat. Our tournament admins are going to be reviewing frame by frame both of HUmanMustard and DLP's runs right now. And if it's been determined that there is some kind of reversal that was unexpected, we will, of course, let you know about that. But as it stands, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a fifth and deciding game of the 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament Championship. How cool is that, Axor? I mean, he's speechless right now. He's actually still in the booth with the admins right now, but I wanted to let you guys know that yes, this is our first Game 5 final since 2019. As we welcome back the Haxor here, we were discussing, of course, the result of game number 4. It has been decided that HUmanMustard, by literal frames, has won game number 4 and has forced a decider here in the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament Championship.
Yeah, I called 5 games to start. I've been calling 5 games for the series. We get 5 games. That's wild.
And actually, we've just gotten word from Teeks88, a 2-time runner-up of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament, is that we have 29-19-15 for HUmanMustard and a 29-20.7 for DLP. So by 1.55 seconds, it is now official. HUmanMustard has won game number 4, and it is now a winner-take-all fifth and deciding game, Axor.
Yeah, this is, I'm excited. This is crazy. And every single one of them just coming down to the wire every single time. Wow.
My word. I mean, the 2 wins that HUmanMustard has had to survive and force this game number 5 have been by 6 seconds and now 1.55 seconds. That is just absolutely crazy. If my math is correct, that's 93 frames.
Yeah, that's absolutely absurd. That the difference has been that close in these last 2 races. And the amazing thing about it is Mustard down 0-2. The hardest situation you can possibly be in to come back, have those games that are so hard fought, probably stressed the entire time, finds a way to come back and wins both of them. That's just hats off. I don't know what else to say. Oh,
absolutely. It's just been absolutely absurd what we have seen so far. I mean, DLP, HUmanMustard, they have been close the entire way. Nobody has run away with any particular one game in this entire championship. I expect nothing less here in game number 5, and it wouldn't surprise me if game number 5 we had another booth review then as well. How crazy would that be if we got it?
Well, I think every game's gotten closer. So, I mean, I don't know how you get closer than 93 frames, but we're going to see.
Well, we are starting things off with 5F2, the lava fort, and it looks like they're both through it cleanly. They just got to get through boom, boom, and they both do. And as they pretty much have been all night, they're in sync, Haxor.
Will they remember to go use the pipe, though? It's a big one, big one.
Oh, yes, it's one level. They both do remember.
Good, good. Don't want to see someone getting behind early or something like that, so they're both on point here.
The only bad news is that they have no hammer to make the shortcut, so they're going to have to play. Did you see that on HUmanMustard screen? That nipper just fell into the water. I've never seen that.
Yeah,
wow.
What? Okay.
Let's see if that happens on DLP's side. Oh, because it's on the top of the pipe. Okay, okay. I thought they were more careful than that. I've never seen a nipper just fall off like that. I've never seen it, at least.
Fortunately, no fire nippers here for them, so not so bad.
That could have been a lot worse here in the 6A. And if there were fire nipper, there it is on DLP's side. It was the last one.
Yeah, the least threatening. Oh, a little bit of lag on Mustard's side here, getting the fire chains again in this level.
Yep,
Heads up play.
5-5.
Yeah, heads up play picking up the fire flower there.
I love these moves here that HUmanMustard's making here. I mean, DLP's going to pick up the star here, so he might just make a mad dash. Does get the piece. Ooh. It's a good thing he slowed down. He probably would have fallen off. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
the fire chain.
Yep, it got him. Yep, it got him. Nice kill there for Mustard to take down both of the Boomerang Bros. Gets a P-Wing for his troubles.
Yep, DLP gonna get the lead back because he already fought that Hammer Bro, so.
All right, 5-2. This time, no boss pass. We did have an angry sun, so that explains it.
That's a very nice fire flower there. Very useful. Thank you, game.
All right, DLP gonna have to be careful that he doesn't get the fireworks here. All right, he does avoid them. Very good.
Right. And the coin ship moves off his way. That's pretty good.
Well, that could be good or bad, as we have the World 1 fort here in World 2. No tail, so there may not be an opportunity for either player to get the item at the end, but fire kill on Boom Boom wouldn't be so bad. But there is a tail, so HUmanMustard is going to get the item, as will DLP. And HUmanMustard doing it faster, getting the P-speed, and look at that!
Yeah, beautifully done. That's just a little bit of the vanilla speedrunning experience coming out for Mustard.
Yeah, that would have been a big problem if one of the players would have went for the natural clear instead, as we have, once again, the World 7 airship to start the level. Now, HUmanMustard did play the coin ship. He gets a hammer! He went for it!
Gamble paid off.
Last seed, the hammer did not Now, remember, though, Haxor, last seed, that hammer didn't make any difference for Mustard. We'll see if it happens here tonight in game number 5.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ooh, not a one-hitter this time. 2 hits is not enough. 3 hits, no. The extra sodium. The extra sodium with Earthquake for Morton. So Bowser's like, all right, final game here. Have the fries.
Yeah, Mustard not getting P-speed either. Could go for a fire kill here. Yeah, I was just going to opt to stomp him.
All right, DLP with the advantage at the end of the first world in game number 5.
You're a fan of Mustard. You want to see World 6 right now.
And it's another Hammer Brothers shoot, so they have 2 Hammer Brothers shoots in their pocket. So even if they would have went for the natural finish, they'd have gotten one anyways from the Princess. But it's World 7 this time.
Yeah, we got probably 2 forts here, at least, because we see the lock there on that south-west island.
All right, so there
3
is
forts.
So there's no lock. Yeah, no lock or bridge guarding the, the island, but there might be one guarding the path to it.
Yeah, so it looks like the fort here is required that Mustard's thinking about doing because that will break that lock and
I'm
allow you to
telling you, that
progress.
pipe is the only way to get there.
Yep.
Yep, pipe with the view. DLP gonna play the Muncher Run 7-7.
Yep. Now Mustard will get the news that, in fact, he has to go back.
Okay, the bottom pipe, I beg your pardon, will be the one instead.
Yep.
So DLP going to have the lead for the time being. We'll see how the Muncher Run treats Mustard. What fort is it? Escalator fort of 6F1.
Can Mustard also get the 2 cycle? He's looking good right now.
Yeah, he's got it. Very nice. Very, very nice. DLP went for the double damage boost here on 6F1. He's going to be looking for a star here behind the block. He will get a mushroom instead. So no bro this time. And now HUmanMustard's going to play out 6F1. Let's see if he goes for the single or double damage boost. He might go for the double.
Say single.
Single? You're right. Yep. Let's go for the single so that he could get a fire flower out of that last block. Or he might get a tail out of it. We'll see. Take a look. It is a fire flower, so he'll gain a little bit of time back. And DLP, 7-9 with Angry Sun. Ooh, this could get nasty.
Does get a tail. Will he go back and fly up? And he's going to do it. This is a good choice.
Absolutely the right call. Because then he can fly over the sun and not have to worry about it for a little bit, at least.
Yeah, by the time he gets towards the end here, he should be able to use one of these ice blocks to take it out, I think. Okay, he threw him. Never mind. Shows what I know.
Yeah, right? Just when you think you've got these runners pegged, they do something you didn't expect them to do. And Mustard doing the same thing is going to fly over. And DLP is through 7-9 unscathed. Oh, I cannot believe that ice block missed the sun there. That is crazy.
Yeah, like it's the hitbox is so weird. It's only in the upper left.
Yep, it looked like a direct hit, and it just missed him completely. He's going to change it up for the fire suit, and we're now going to play the World 8 fort. It is a must-play because it is guarding our path.
DLP picking up his fire suit 8 fort. That block is always a fire flower, in fact.
All right, DLP. Now, this is the level that HUmanMustard had problems in game number 3. DLP doesn't have any problems here. Let's see if he can get the 1 cycle. That Hotfoot may tell him
Set
no.
Up.
Beautiful. Oh, but he lost his suit. Unless that was nah, I don't think it was. I think that was an accident.
Yeah, I think it dropped his down input.
Alright, the Piranha level with another Angry Sun. We've certainly seen our fair share of Angry Sun. Oh, DLP in a little bit of trouble here. Oh! Oh, man, the Angry Sun burning up DLP, and that's going to cost him some of that lead.
Gets a break here, though. Mustard actually needing a 3 cycle.
Yeah, that now, will HUmanMustard be able to get the bro? He does! He actually got the bro!
Yeah, heads up play to just delay the star grab a little bit there.
Wow. So yeah, unfortunately for HUmanMustard, he could not take advantage of DLP's death there because of the struggles he had trying to get the 0 cycle in World 8 Fort. So that ended up being a wash. All right, Ludwig.
He's a jumper.
Yep, and he's more than a 3 hitter. He is a
5.
Platinum, double platinum album for Ludwig von Koopa, saving the best performance for last here in the tournament.
5 hits for game 5.
Alrighty. So what world do you think is going to be next, ladies and gentlemen? So we've had 2 and 7. I'm going to take the difference between the two. 5.
Unfortunately, we won't know what this letter gives once again, because World 7's letter is not nice.
Yeah, it is from Bowser Koopa, so you have to check your inventory, because you normally don't get an item from Bowser, but in the randomizer, a little twist we added. If we check your inventory, we can find out what kind of item Bowser gives. Ooh, 7-8.
Yeah, DLP had trouble on this one. I'm going to say it was Seed 2 he took a death here, so a little bit of redemption opportunity.
All right, I think he's going to be okay. Not to mention get a mushroom. Do we have a boss bass like we tend to have a lot here in 7-8? Nope, it's the giant enemies.
Oh, but they're just as trolly.
And he's still going to take the pipe. I don't blame him. He might get a nice power up here behind this question block, and it's the triple 1-up, so he'll take 1.
Ah, yes, thank you, Randomizer, for providing me with these 1-ups.
They don't need them, but hey, a little insurance can go a long way. You don't want to be game overing in this stage of the game.
That's a good point.
Oh, Mustard losing his fire suit, though, in 7-8. Oh, and now he's in a little trouble. Will he go in the pipe? He will. All right, 5-8. Mustard will take a life as well. Ooh, nice shot there from DLP, taking out the Lakitu there. Very nice.
Yeah, Mustard going to take the end here real conservative. Makes sense.
All right, so this will definitely build the bridge. It has to by double logic. 1, we have to in order to get to the second part. And 2, it's the yellow fort. It's got to build the bridge, unless there's 3 forts, of course.
It'll be interesting to see if one decides to play the fort or not before checking the pipe.
It's always a big risk, because if there is a lock there, then you're going to have to go back.
Yep. Ooh, Mustard having the tail for this stage is going to pick up some time here.
You always have to be careful that you don't bonk your head into the ceiling and then you fall into the pit and you lose your life. Ooh, nice time for a fire suit for DLP, but didn't even need it. Didn't even need it. He gets a star. All right. Next level for DLP is, I haven't seen this yet. This is the 5-6 beta.
Yeah, this is a level you usually see a lot in randomizers, so strange we haven't seen it.
Yep, we decided finally on 5-6 beta because of the para beetles. This is the only other level that you get to see of them, because 5-6 is the only level you see them in the vanilla game.
Yeah, really cool enemy. Kind of a waste in the vanilla game for sure.
Oh, definitely. Ooh, nice time for a fire suit for DLP. Underwater with Fire Bros and gets a star.
Yeah, items not very nice so far for DLP.
Not nice for anybody for this point. DLP is going to take the risk.
Not a risk, at least, so...
At least it isn't. But it's not needed anyways, so we're in good shape.
Yep.
Next level, 1-1 with Angry Sun.
Almost had a setup that allowed him to skip a level there, but didn't see one of those yet, or in any of the seeds, actually.
All right, DLP is through 1-1. Mustard is now into the pipe. So he'll be in the sky portion of World 5. The final level before the... 7-5 with Cheap.
That's the worst. You do not want to see this.
Oh, DLP might have a Jugum Cloud.
I think he's got a P-Wing.
He's got none of the above.
Okay.
All right, he wants to change it up for a leaf.
Yep.
Oh, so yeah, if you don't have a Jugum Cloud, you have to play Alcatraz.
Yeah, this shouldn't be too bad with a leaf, because you can get P-Speed at the end and fly over. He should let this, let him spawn up here. Very nice.
If that is the good thing about Cheeps and Boss Fest, you can control where they spawn.
Mustard already having the tail coming in, so he'll be able to do the same thing.
You just got to watch out, because that Cheep was coming after him. All right. He can get the clip, but with the tail, he can get through, and then he can fly over that. And now he can get this part without even have to doing a clip or building that bridge. He's there.
Oh, Mustard having some problems here.
Yeah, this is anything but free right now for Mustard.
Yeah, you can see why it was such a big deal that DLP spawned it up above.
Yep, and now Mustard's lost his tail, so he's going to have a real tough time. You know, get a tail back at the very least, but he won't be able to get that P speed, so that's going to cost him some time. So DLP stretching out this is probably the biggest lead anybody has had so far in any of these games. That's how close they've been the entire match, Haxor.
Yeah, you're right. I think this is the biggest lead of any of the seeds so far, but...
Nice jump from HUmanMustard. Oh, and he's got the P speed. He'll be able to fly over it too. Very nice heads-up play. Great moves there to salvage any further time loss here in 7-5.
He does have the hammer still, too, and we haven't seen World 6 yet.
Roy ended up being a 4-hitter. DLP takes him down. Mustard will get the P speed, and here's World 3. Oh no, a forced 6-6. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh dear. Well, let's see how tame or rude. Oh boy, DLP went for P speed here. We see a few of the bloopers here.
3 bloopers again.
And there's Big Bertha.
Gonna skip the leaf there.
Okay, yeah, I thought he would have went after it. You want to have that insurance, so because look at this, we have triple. Oh my goodness, this is bad. He's gonna get through it, but he's not out of the woods yet.
I think he's okay, yeah, especially with this Koopa shell here.
And was referring to that Paragoomba.
He's a veteran. He saw it coming.
Yep, and of course one final boss bass, but DLP sees it coming. 3 Hammer Brothers suits, by the way. We got another one from the princess. We have no shortage of Bowser Slayers here. So DLP
we haven't seen many today, but this seed's giving them all.
Yeah, and they have the stars to boot, you know, to pair it up nicely for Bowser's Castle. So, Bowser, what are you doing? I get it's game number 5, but you should be making it harder for these runners, not easier. Ooh, nice dodge there from DLP on Big Bertha. He still has the Hammer Bros suit intact.
Oh, Mustard is just in a world of pain here with the leg.
Oh yeah. But look at that baby cheap.
It can't move. No
idea. I have never seen that before.
Me either.
Wow.
All
right.
That's wild.
Now this part right here. Okay. Wow, he got through it, keeping the big Mario there. That is cool. Here's 2-3 now for DLP. All right. Oh, and the Koopa shell refused to go into the water. Man, you see some weird things that you never see before, and you see them all in the same match. It's crazy. You love it. DLP threw that treacherous 2-3 that was full of fire nippers, by the way.
Yeah, that was a rough looking 2-3. Went up over the top though, really nice there.
Oh yeah, if you have a tail, it's a godsend. All right, I see 1 fort, I see 1 lock.
This could be really ugly.
Let's take a look here. I don't see another fort, so it looks like it's open if we find Wendy's.
Unless it's behind that lock, which it is, so...
You always have to play a fort in World 3. There's never a free World 3.
This is an ugly World 3.
Oh, I know it is. DLP will use the star on the Sledgehammer Bros screen and pick up a music box. Alrighty. So, yep, we have to break the lock to get to that pipe that'll take us to Wendy's. 3-9, and we haven't seen this level yet tonight.
And we're gonna see no H fly, but could have gone for a shell jump there, you know, just shell jump, no big deal.
He did not want to lose his tail. Didn't want to take a uncalculated risk there. Ooh, swing and a miss on that ice block, but he still managed to get by Nanny Blooper with the tail intact. Good job for DLP, and HUmanMustard still very much alive in this race.
Yeah, only a stage and some pipe checks behind here.
All right, next up is 1-4. You always have to watch out for fire enemies here in 1-4. But so far there aren't any.
Yeah, and the tail allowing him to fly nicely just over the stage.
Oh, there they are. There they are. But they're at the end, not in the worst place in the world, so no problem there for DLP. Here's HUmanMustard now in 3. Now let's see if he gets the H jump. Oh, baby. Oh! Just was not in the right spot there. That was so close.
Oh man, not the level DLP wanted to see with this power-up. Oh no.
Yeah, 7-3 beta, definitely not. All right, so DLP through that level. So this is winner take all here. This is game number 5 of the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament Championship. DLP316 won the first 2 games, but HUmanMustard in 2 thrilling, close finishes has stormed back to tie up this match and has forced the deciding 5th game.
Yeah, nicely done with DLP there with the tail in that stage. Can be a little trolly at times, but does allow you to skip some platforms, which is nice.
Very nicely done. DLP through the boom boom here in Air Force. Now HUmanMustard at the 7-3 beta. So he's 2 levels back at the moment.
Although this one is pretty short, so.
And he's got P speed all the way through, so he might gain a little bit of time here. Here's 1-6 now for DLP.
DLP's got the right power up for this one.
And the only problem is trying to fly is not as easy as you think because of that little gap that can sap away your speed.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
Very
well done.
Yep, I've seen a lot of runners just run and they just never get P speed because that gap just saps their energy right there. Didn't for DLP though, so he's in there quickly. So at Wendy's now, our airship is the World 1 airship.
Nice, going up over the top. Don't see a lot of people do this. That's the right
World
play.
1 airship, I love it. All right, Wendy didn't have the side salad. That's good. Didn't have the frosty. That's good. Oh, but got hitboxed. Dave Single, no. She had the entire restaurant. I'm giving it to her because of the hitbox thing. She not only did she have all the Baconators in the world, she had the entire restaurant. Wendy definitely came to play tonight. That is for sure.
That's the 3rd 5-hitter.
It is indeed.
Only 1 death though in Wendy the entire time.
Yeah,
Not bad.
absolutely. And yep, there is no crying in Mario. World 1. We have to play the fort. And I'm going to use the star. It is the quicksand level for DLP. At least there is no sun or boss bass or cheap. It is the fire enemy set. And HUmanMustard, good job on the 5-hit Wendy there. Taking him down with ease. And is going to be joining DLP here.
Yeah, DLP with no power up there, just ensuring he doesn't take a death at a bad time, so.
All right, going to use the suit and star, and it's the donut fort, 4F2.
A really great combo there, that star allowing him to get the early P speed.
Oh, holy boo diddlies, 5 in a row. Whoa. Oh, and a nice kill with the Hammer Bros to take down Boom Boom. I have never seen a line of boo diddlies like that in my life, Hacksaw.
That's first for me too. I mean, I'd never seen the line of like 6 bloopers we got earlier too. So
that is absolutely nuts. DLP now in the Iceberg 6-2 beta.
There we go. This is the first time we've seen a nice P-speed run through this one tonight.
Yeah, that wasn't the donut fort. That was a boo house, ghost house. Yeah, the first two were hot foots. The first three were hot foots. I like the pattern. 3 and then 5. Oh, that's so nice.
Really nice from DLP getting up top for that first section, at the very least.
Yep. First time we've seen 4-4 tonight.
Yeah, that's a good point. And we get the troll snipe.
Did get the troll snipe, yep. So lost his Hammer Brother suit, unfortunately. So we're not going to get the Hammer Bro message for the second time tonight. So that'll have to wait another time. Yeah. No more inventory, so he's going to have to play it just with what he's got. Nice dodges there.
Nice.
Mustards through the iceberg and gets a leaf.
No jumpers there.
All right, our World 4 airship, Larry Coop at the end. Getting the P-speed here. And HUmanMustard going to use the music box, so he will miss out on the leaf, but not a critical loss there. HUmanMustard going to have to play out 4-4. Here's Larry. Two-hitter, just a two-hitter for Larry here. 2 worlds left to play before we have our final great equalizer of this tournament.
Still World 6 out there, and Mustard's got the hammer.
Yeah, 6 and 4 are what are left here before we go to World 8. World 6, so here we go. So we have at least 2 forts. Gonna play this fort, and it's 5F1. HUmanMustard takes down Larry.
Yeah, interesting he chose to play this before scouting.
Yeah, it's possible it might not have been required, but who knows?
Just wants to get him out of the way, I guess, you know, in game 5. He's like, clear the path, let me through.
Why not? All right, 3-3 is up next for DLP. Oh, that darn Paragoomba again.
That kind of seemed unfair, to be honest with you. He was like on top of it and it still hit him.
Yeah, it's what Paragoombas do best. And HUmanMustard is taking a chance. Looks like he's going to skip this fort. I mean, if this fort is not required, he could definitely get back into this. But if it is required, DLP is going to have a very nice lead. All right, well,
the hammer is good. The hammer's good.
Oh my!
Yep.
The hammer is good. That is going to be huge for HUmanMustard, unless DLP finds one.
This is potentially... No, it can't be free. Can't be free. There's a fort required.
But which one is the 64,000 Koopa coin question? Because HUmanMustard, he's going to find that he's got the way out, but a lock or a bridge is guarding his path. It's a bridge. Oof. There's a Jugen Club for DLP. So now it's which fort is it? Is it the one that DLP's already played? He's going to use the tail here for... What a play by DLP. He's correct. It's Fort Knox.
I think based on what we saw, it has to be the other fort that's on the other pipe screen.
So you think it's the third fort?
Yep.
Ooh.
So it doesn't really help Mustard here, actually. Just
wow. Not much. So once again, it's looking like the hammer is a red herring for Mustard.
No, this fort breaks the lock because DLP only had one lock on his screen. Yep, that fort builds the bridge.
Yep, that fort up top. Yep, you're right. 2-2. I don't think we've seen this level all night. A lot of levels we haven't seen all night in game number 5. You love to see the variety.
Yeah, love the variety coming out here in the final seed. Wow, I can't believe that hammer plate didn't work out.
That is just disgusting. I mean, it would have if there wasn't a roadblock at the end, but unfortunately for Mustard, there is. Now, DLP is going to see that same bridge out.
Yeah.
Right? So, yep, you were absolutely right. This fort that's up top is required. It is needed to build the bridge. And it is going to be the Navy. Well, if you're going to have one that builds the bridge, pick an easy one like the Navy. Yep, get your salutes out. You can sail the 7 seas one last time here this tournament.
Yeah, a little bit of a fortunate swing here going DLP's away. Could have been really bad.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, remember, he was up 2-0 here, and really nothing has really gone his way since taking that lead. And finally, something goes his way, being, again, the hammer, which, again, maybe a shortcut to the end, didn't really help out HUmanMustard.
And he's got the tail, and it's the World 6 airship, and we're going to see him fly over for the 5th time.
Yep, this time just with the regular tail, though.
Oh, wait, no, last seed, sorry, he didn't fly over. 4th time, okay.
4th time out of 5, yeah, and I think the other 3 times were Tanuki suits. All right,
yep.
Lemmy. Ooh, he's not a shrimp this time. He's a big shrimp. He's a jumbo shrimp. He's all 5 hits, but luckily for DLP, the circus balls went away from him. Yeah, he got it. He got it. Very nice.
The hard one, too, with the tail. So beautiful. He's looking good in game 5 here. He's looking real good.
Oh, he's looking very, very good. He's pulled out to quite the lead. I mean, it's going to be over a minute because, HUmanMustard, he does have one final Jugum Cloud. And he's not even going to go into the pipe. I mean, he takes a death. We have an anchor, so again, that anchor could be anything. Again, can't be a hammer, and it cannot be a warp whistle, of course. And nope, he's not going to be flying first class. 3F1. Wouldn't it be something if 3F2 was here? I mean, yes, it'd be an invalidated seed, but you don't see 3F1 and 3F2 pair up outside of World 8 very often.
Didn't go for door 3. Very disappointing.
I don't blame him. He must, knowing what we know, he must think he's in a nail biter, and any lost time, I don't blame DLP for not going for door 3. All right.
Absolutely. That's a joke, of course.
Coin ship before we can find out what's behind that fort, as HUmanMustard will be making his way to World 4 also. No fire suit, can't get the 0 cycle on the Boomerang Bros, but does take him down and will pick up a mushroom. So what is the fort this time? Super tanks. So we still have a chance at a validated seed.
It looks like the hammer actually would have been useful here in World 4, so who would have guessed?
Got to be kidding me. Well, if that doesn't say game knows, I don't know what does.
I think DLP is going to cloud here into the pipe and then make his way to World 8. Yep.
Oh, another Jugum!
Heads up!
Wow, the anchor was a Jugum Cloud. That is crazy.
And
very
the music
nice.
Box. Very good.
Yes. Efficient World 4 there for DLP. He's going to extend that lead even further. Yeah, everything coming up DLP here in game number 5. Trying to avoid the reverse sweep here. HUmanMustard, who has had 2 very close victories to bring it back to 2-2, but it's looking like it might be too much DLP here unless the Great Equalizer strikes.
It's been known to do that a few times, once or twice.
All right, so we've had 1 bridge 3 times. We had 0 bridges last time. 2 bridges. I think we got to make up for last seed. 2 bridges. So Iggy ended up being a 5-hitter that time, and DLP took him down. He's on his way to World 8.
That's game 5. It's got to be a 5-hitter, right?
Yep. How many bridges do you think it's going to be, Haxor? What do you say?
I'm going to go with a 0. We haven't seen a 0 today, have we?
We saw one in game number 4.
Did we? Okay.
So I say 2. You want to go for 0 again? You most certainly can. You want to stick with 0? Final answer?
I'm going with 0. I'm going with 0.
Alrighty then. Green cheap at the end for HUmanMustard. 2 locks immediately. Well, rip 4 and 3.
0's looking real nice at the moment.
It's 1. It is 1. You knew it wasn't going to be a free world, eh? It's never free. See, if there would have been a 1 bridger in game number 4, I would have said 1 in game number 5, but they had to throw the curveball. Oh, it's Atlantis.
No.
And DLP's going to play through it thinking it might be required. This could be a game changer potentially.
Yep. I mean, you know, if you're going to gamble, it's time to gamble in game 5, right?
Absolutely. Here's HUmanMustard's now in the World 3 airship. Got to get 5 hits on Iggy here. There's 2. There's 3. And 4. And there's 5. And DLP in trouble because that Paragoomba.
What?
That Paragoomba just sniped down on DLP right there. And
of course.
Star. Oh boy.
Oh my.
This is no guarantee by any stretch of the imagination for DLP. Oh my. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh goodness.
What is at the end?
Oh, the heads up play at the shell.
Very nice play by DLP. What a move. Because that could have been disaster for DLP, but instead he's through. Oh my word. All right. So we have the Navy, and it's 6F3 carpet fort. All right.
There's like no way this doesn't break one of the locks, right?
Right, one of the locks up front, and one of those 2 forts is going to build that bridge. And look at HUmanMustard; he's playing out 5-3. So they're both playing out exceedingly long levels here in World 8, Haxor.
Yeah. DLP with the advantage currently because he's been here for a while, but this isn't a fort that you want to play.
This World 8 has great equalizer written all over it. And it didn't break a lock there. So it either built the bridge or broke one of the other locks. Let's find out. DLP is heading back to start. Let's take a look. Nope, that ain't it. So it may, though, have broken a lock to get to one of the other forts. It did, but we have to play a level first. And it is going to be 7-2. And
it's a leaf.
Tail. Oh, what a break for DLP.
Go.
Very nice. Meanwhile, HUmanMustard, we have not seen this level all night either. It's the 1-6 beta. So we have a divergence of paths here.
Yep.
And this could determine your championship right here.
Yeah. Is it this fort that DLP is playing, or is it the other one that the Air Force is going to unlock?
It's one or the other. Now, of course, yeah.
Oh man, this other fort could unlock the man. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Be a chain reaction. We do have Spike Fort. So yeah, if it breaks the lock, we know the bridge isn't built, but it might be the one we need. So that didn't break a lock. And now HUmanMustard sees Atlantis. And he's playing it out too. I think it's looking good for DLP. Even if this isn't right, I think this is looking good for DLP.
Oh, I guess Mustard must have been wrong where he was going because
he must have. Yeah, the pipes led to each other. He did take a gamble, like you said he needed to do, but unfortunately, this gamble came up 3 lemons, and these might be the lemons that end his championship chances. 4F1, the troll fort now for DLP.
This might not be the fort. We could have to play the Air Force.
Oh, I want it. I want it so bad. Let it be the Air Force. That is the right answer.
That gets Mustard back in, I think, if he can get over there.
True. Nice that HUmanMustard did keep the power up. He still has his Fire Flower here in Atlantis. And there's that. See, that's what could have happened to DLP right there. So we're about to find out if this is it or not. Do we have to play Air Force? No, he is in there. DLP in the catbird seat to win the 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Championship.
Yeah, commanding lead here in World 8 too, with Mustard still having to play a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah, DLP, it would take a disaster now for this not to go his way. He is in prime shape to take home the title. Third time is the charm, they say, Haxor.
Yep, and a 40-minute seed here coming out in Game 5. Not, let him off easy.
Yeah, we had a sub 30 on the photo finish, and now we go over 40. And there is the clip. DLP just seconds away, and we do have a validated seed. If this would have been the one that would have built the bridge, HUmanMustard would have been there. Look at that, 3F2. So here we go. Hi, Bowser, and bye, Bowser. Get your GGs out. For DLP316, he is your 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament champion.
Very much. Well-deserved. Well-played 5-game set for both.
So we go from a 29-19 to a 41-25. That is the winning championship time for DLP here in game number 5. But get your GGs out for both runners. They gave us an impressive, fantastic, thrilling, exciting show. They delivered on all facets tonight. And with that, HUmanMustard is going to wave the white flag here. But boy, oh boy, what a performance by both runners tonight. They were absolutely tremendous. We're going to see if we can get them in here for an interview.
Yeah, lived up to everything I thought it was going to be honest with you. Everything. Yeah, beautiful.
All right, it looks like we're going to have Dust Minion come in here as well to speak a few words too. So after we have our interviews, Dust Minion's going to have some words here also. In fact, we do have Dust Minion here in the commentators booth with us. We'll see if we can get HUmanMustard and DLP in here in just a moment. But you got some words for us?
I do. I just wanted to confirm with everyone that Teaks's estimate of the distance between these two racers in Game 4 was accurate. HUmanMustard did in fact take Game 4, so this Game 5 was necessary.
Absolutely, indeed. And we do have our grand champion, DLP316, here in the commentators booth with us. Congratulations. You had to survive 2 close wins against HUmanMustard, but game number 5, it was all you, DLP. It went entirely your way. Big congratulations. How are you feeling?
Are you not entertained?
That's what I was thinking. In the necessitations of my mind, that phrase was in my line. I'll say it. Are you not entertained, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, man. First and foremost, Ikaros. Bravo on that final seed. That's about as fitting as it can get with that required Atlantis and all that other stuff. Man, those were some really hard-fought seeds. I was expecting it. After the first 2 wins, I was feeling really good, but I by no means thought I had it. All of our races are always really close and basically had a tie there. So, yeah, that's just wow.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, DLP, game number 5 was the first time either player took a real substantial lead on anybody. I mean, your moves were great. You didn't take, bad gambles. Your gameplay was just absolutely spot on. Like, literally no mistakes. HUmanMustard took a couple of gambles. Unfortunately, none of them paid off for him. He even had a hammer in World 6, which got him to the end, but that's all. You had to play that top fort. Had to play the top fort to build the bridge. So, unfortunately, that hammer ended up being fruitless for him. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. When you get down 2 games to none, you're probably going to gamble because you basically have nothing to lose at that point, and sometimes it just really pays off in the randomizer. I didn't play very well Game 3. Game 4 was fine, but Yeah, I mean, you gamble and gamble,
Well-
and eventually the standard play is gonna be the right play, and
Well,
that's
I'm
what he
gonna
said in the
I'm gonna
chat.
tell you something, DLP.
Yeah.
You're a lot closer to sweeping than you think. Game number 3, you had the fire suit. HUmanMustard had a Hammer Brothers suit.
Mhm.
He couldn't get the clip. He went through the door, lost his Hammer Brothers suit. So you were in position to
Yep.
win the championship right there, but you lost your fire suit, and he had a little bit of a quicker getting into there, so he had the advantage of getting the ground pounds 6 seconds faster than you.
Yep, I figured that's what happened. Well, he told me that he lost Hammer Suit, but I figured that I blew it just because, we were 6 seconds apart, and if I got the fire kill, I obviously would have
Yep.
saved that time, but, I mean, he's a hell of a player, and, just want to give him credit for hanging in there and forcing a Game 5. I mean, of course, I sort of did that on purpose so everyone could get a Game 5, right?
Right. I will say game number 4, you're going to have to watch that one back. To me, I think it's the greatest game that we've ever had in Super Mario Bros. 3 tournament history. I mean, yes, it went into the booth, but the number of lead changes in that game was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can't wait to watch it.
It was like every level was changing the lead. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's the closest race I've ever been in. I've never had to have a race frame counted before.
It's the second time I've ever been involved in commentary. The first time I was actually flying solo for that race, and it ended up being a 1 second difference there as well. The margin of victory ended up being about 1.5 seconds for HUmanMustard in game number 4. But man, just some absolutely phenomenal, close, great, exciting gameplay. You two are definitely going to want to watch it back. It's just absolutely a thriller. One of the best matches I've ever called.
Yeah, the last time that we faced each other in a tournament was SpeedGaming Live last year, and that's why I knew it was going to be close, because all 3 of our races were super close. Our second one in particular, like, nobody was more than 20 seconds ahead, tons of lead changes. So, yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be hard fought, even being up 2 games, it's just crazy.
Game number 5 was definitely the outlier, DLP. There was a big difference. You had a pretty good sized lead for much of it, and you never looked back.
Okay, gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, I felt like I was playing really well in Game 5, which is, it's Game 5. It's, that's it. Gotta go. Gotta do everything, So.
Yeah, you played great, and you played great throughout the series too. I mean, actually both players played really well. Champ, I gotta ask you, how about them clips, huh? What were those clips like for you?
Oh, at the end?
No, just like throughout the series, I noticed you did pretty well with the
Oh,
clips.
yeah. Yeah, I clipped 7-5 pretty quickly every time I played it. 7-1, 7. I think we didn't see 7-6, but 7-1 I clipped, took the death, and then came back and mac and cheesed it with the hammer suit. Sounds like Mustard paid me back with the mac and cheese in Bowser's Castle, though. And then at the end, I was just the last 2 seeds when I'm just trying to clip at the end. Oh my gosh, just get in there, man. Just get in there. But I'm really happy that it doesn't sound like 7-1 or 7-6. Those clips, played a factor that much. So
No, not really at all.
No.
really happy about that.
Yeah, we actually never saw 7-6. Well, all the clips were 7-1 today.
Yep. Yeah, and now I get to now that I have a championship hack, so I get to proclaim 8-2 P-Speed forever, even though we didn't see it. I don't think, did we see it once? I don't even think we saw it.
didn't see it. No.
Yeah, it didn't even.
DLP, I will ask you, how does it feel now that you are now a Super Mario Bros. 3 randomizer tournament champion?
Feels really good. I've been working on this for a while, and it was HUmanMustard that I was watching first, and probably a one-shot tournament that I think Macober won. And I don't mean this as an insult at all, but I just remember watching and thinking, I think that I can do that. I think that I can play that well. And then TA909 is a Zelda runner. He's the one that got me to stream in the first place. So shout outs to those guys. it's feels really good. Feels really good. It's a little bittersweet though that Haxor wasn't in it, or Mitch, or Proa. But definitely earned it. I played some really good players nonetheless, and
I mean, you definitely had to earn it. You knew coming in tonight, HUmanMustard's track record, he was a perfect 8-0 in bracket play up to that point. You knew you had to be on your game to have a shot.
Oh, I actually didn't know he was 8-0. Wow.
No, he's 7-1.
Yeah, I may not have been in this tournament, by the way, but I lost. So it's all good. You guys played really well. I don't know what else to say. You obviously earned it throughout the course of the tournament. Just the quality of your play, the work that I saw you put in. You learned a lot of stuff. So, kudos to you for just continuing to improve.
Yeah, well,
now,
there's several things that Haxor taught me that I definitely didn't do before or know about the games. Super vast knowledge, being one of the best players in the world, and just taught me definitely things that elevated my game to the next level. So really, really thankful for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you'll hear me mention it during the commentary. I said there's no one better to get advice from than a two-time champion themselves in Haxor.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, again, congratulations on your championship. And again, I want to congratulate also HUmanMustard for putting up a valiant, tremendous fight and coming away with second place here, his highest finish in Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament Championship play as well. Both of you deserve to win tonight. That's how good you were. It was an amazing, amazing treat to watch you both tonight.
Yeah. Really looking forward to watching it back. In the past, bracket stages, I always watch my races back, and, you always know that, you're going to lose in the end, and it's finally nice to know you're going to win and
yeah,
get to
absolutely
celebrate that. So
now I will say this, you may be the Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament champion, but you can't rest on your laurels really quickly, because I want to tell you, we've got the SGL online tournament for you guys to consider, because the Mario 3 Randomizer tournament will be starting after Labor Day, which will consist of 6 qualifiers and then a bracket-style tournament, single elimination. The online SG Live tournament is going to start on September 5th, and it's going to run through mid-October. And just like last year, 6 qualifiers. The top 2 times used to determine seeding, followed by a single elimination bracket. To keep with this year's tournament, they're going to be using the same flags throughout. Same for the in-person tournament also, because they seem to be quite popular with the crowd. So there you go. So you're the champion, but hey, how would you like to have 2 championships in the same year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready. I'm fired up. Let's go tomorrow. Done today, though.
Dude. Well,
yeah,
I don't blame you one bit. I mean, 5 races. I mean, you're talking well over 3 hours, close to 4 hours of gameplay tonight. So you definitely, both of you deserve a break from the action. And man, I tell you what, I have no other words. I just want to say congratulations to both of you for putting up a absolute masterclass tonight in the Mario 3 Randomizer Tournament Championship. Haxor, you got any words?
I think you really said it all. Yeah, just congrats again, DLP. Just again, the gameplay was incredible from both runners, and just happy I was able to watch it with LOZ and do some commentary and enjoy it with everybody here.
Oh, absolutely. This was an absolute blast to do commentary with you, the Haxor, tonight. I mean, a 2-time champion in their own right. It was a pleasure to have you in the booth. Yep.
Yeah, just final thoughts. Thanks for SpeedGaming for hosting and, getting us on the main channel and everything today. It's really cool. And you guys for doing commentary, sitting through 4.5 hours of commentary is, that takes a lot too. So really thankful that you guys are on the call and really looking forward to watching it. Thanks again, guys.
Absolutely. And now I'm going to have dinner.
Yeah. Same.
All right. So please make sure you give both of our runners, our grand champion DLP316 and our runner-up HUmanMustard, a follow. They were absolutely fantastic tonight. But that is going to be it for the 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. So for everybody here, for our tournament admins, for Dust Minion, for Diesel Pilot, for Adirondack Rick, for everybody here in the tournament, and of course, for my commentator partner, the Haxor, I'm LZ Cards Fan 23. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for joining us for the 2023 Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. And we will see you again, of course, for the SG Live Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer Tournament. You don't want to miss it. Take care, everybody.